John was working in his science lab, got blasted by gamma rays. Now he's Smash Trivia John, always smashing. He's friends with Ruffalo, crushing on Maslany, and also Sydney Sweeney. John's here saying, hello my gamma friends, welcome to the show, the Gamma Analysis Podcast.
Smash.
Hello, my Gamma friends. Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Smash Trivia John. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram by searching Smash Trivia. I'll be the one with the big old green head in the profile picture. This is the Gamma Analysis. Basically, I'm going to review everything Hulk on the movies, TV shows. I also do random other geeky films, and sometimes I don't even review something at all. Like this episode, where we're going to be having a game show. Hope you enjoy Smash Trivia Presents the Gamma Analysis. So I want to ask everyone listening, can please do something for me. Please share the hell out of this podcast with all your friends. If you don't, Hulk will be angry. Now let's smash right into this episode. Today's episode is a game show I invented called Smashy's Choice. Always, it's a play on words with words of Sophie's Choice. Always, I'm joined by Logan at Diamonds and Spider P, and Tanner at Tanner Slavin. And on one team, and on the other team we got Connor at Man in Trenchcoat and Daren at Daren McClemens. And how you all doing?
Oh, mighty fine, thank you.
Doing good.
Not too bad.
All right. So to explain what this game is, basically I'm gonna be giving these people all a whole bunch of prompts, and they have to who answer those prompts and convince me to choose their answer. And for a couple of rounds, each prompt winner gets 5 points, and then later there'll be 10 points, and then for the final round it'll be 50 points. And so any questions before we get started?
Nope. Think we're good.
I think we're.
I think we're pretty good. Yeah.
All right.
Let's do this.
I'm going to real quick share our screen so that I can and show you guys all the coin flip.
Coin flip fun. So we're seeing
we
who
can
goes
decide
first,
which team goes first. For this. All right. Can you guys see this?
I'm seeing a black screen.
Yeah, it says that you're screen recording, but there we go.
There we go.
Hold on, there we go.
Right.
Coin flip. Let's go.
Tanner has chosen and Tails, I believe you said.
I have, yes. Gotta be faster than that, Daren.
Tanner and Logan are tails, then Daren and Connor are heads. All right, let's flip this coin.
All right.
So Daren and Connor will be going first.
Well, I'm happy with that.
Good.
All right. So for our first round, we you have to create double features hitting these particular prompts and convince me why it is a good double feature for me. Each winning prompt is worth 5 points. All right. So for the first one, it is going to be an MCU Marvel project and a non-MCU Marvel project.
All right. Daren, you want to go with mine or yours?
Let's just go for yours from now. And I think the ones you picked out was actually very similar to what I was thinking. And I think your head is in a very good place with this. You picked Fantastic Four 2025 and Fantastic Four Rise of the Silver Surfer. And I think that, like, once you said that, I was like, oh yeah, that obviously makes a lot of sense. I feel like there's already a lot of comparisons coming out of the 2025 movie, and it does feel like a very similar movie, but kind of just extensions on that and upgrades in everything when it comes to your plot, to your special effects, to the characters, into the modern day. And both movies kind of feel like they take inspirations from each other, if you will.
Yeah, I'd say that was a pretty good assessment, but
okay.
Yeah, what else do I say? I think it's a lot. You can also look at them as kind of time capsules of how Marvel movies were looked at the time. how much they cared about their source material. Obviously, 2007 had its moments, but otherwise, 2025 did most things better. Galactus wasn't a cloud.
Yeah.
That was exciting to see.
Yeah,
that was the best part.
And you can watch both and kind of like have fun on the fact like, look how far Galactus has come since 2007.
Yeah. All right, and now Tanner and Logan.
All right, so
All right.
we actually thought about doing Fantastic Four and Fantastic Four. We talked about that like this morning.
There's not what we
did
went
not
up
end up
with,
going
though.
for it. I didn't even write that one down. I don't think we only wrote down 2 options. We wrote down a bunch of different options for most of these. There were some that we only had like one idea. So that's not for double features, though. That's later. So for this one, we wanted to think about this we wanted to think about what thematically different projects could have in common with each other to make a very interesting double feature. So for this one, I'm super happy you specified project because that opened it up a little bit more, so we don't have to do like 2 movies. We can also include TV shows.
Yes.
So one idea that we came up with is Ghost Rider and Ironheart.
Ooh.
So we thought that this would be super interesting because of the common thread of essentially making a deal with the devil. Because Mephisto is in both of these projects, and the whole through line with it is it's showing these different characters who are in a point in their life where they decide to make a deal with the devil, with Ghost Rider being Ghost Rider, and then Ironheart, it's with the Hood, and then spoiler alert for Ironheart if you haven't seen it yet, skip at the end Riri as well. So we thought it would be super interesting to like make this connection between Ghost Rider and Ironheart, where they both involve Mephisto in making a deal with the devil and like the consequences of that. Ironheart, hopefully that'll be explored later for Riri, but for Hood, it's very evident the consequences of that. And same with Johnny Blaze with his whole
Ghost Rider thing,
flaming skull Ghost Rider situation. Dan, do you have anything to
add? You basically covered it.
All right. Well, nice. I'm surprised and glad, but glad though that neither team just went for the obvious of the 2 things that I would that that I love of both of She-Hulk and Howard the Duck. But
I suggested that. That had come up.
I'm glad you guys actually like really tried. I here. I think for this first one, I like Logan and Tanner's is better.
Ooh, let's go.
I think that was
I can respect
a really good one. Right.
Nice.
So
all right, awesome.
For our next one on, we have this one it'll be a Logan and Tanner starting first.
Okay.
So 2 MCU projects that are not sequels to each other.
All right, Tanner, do you want to start this one? I just sent you the notes for this one and the next one.
Yes, 2 MCU projects that are not sequels to each other. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot. We went with something that I wasn't thinking we went with. Okay.
Yeah, we changed it last minute.
We did change it last minute. So yeah. So for this one, we wanted to do a little bit of thematic similarity again. This is gonna be a theme with the double features, at least for our team. But we also wanted to take your taste into account and just some projects that we think would also be like really fun watches together. So we are going with She-Hulk and Captain Marvel because both of them are somewhat feminist movies. Where they also deal with sexism and like problems that women have to go through all the time and having to like prove themselves, air quotes you can't see, but prove themselves to male characters and things like that. And also just both projects get like kind of an undeserved amount of hate on the internet just because. So yeah, we think those 2 projects, another show and a movie I just noticed. But I think that they would actually complement each other pretty well, and I really like both of them too, so that helps. Logan, do you have anything to add?
Yeah, one thing to build off of what you said before about the projects having a lot of unnecessary, like undeserved hatred of that also has leaked into the actors for being activists about certain topics. Like Brie Larson is talking about equality in like film criticism and stuff like that, and they misinterpret what she says. And then Tatiana Maslany has a whole lot of shit just thrown at her for Yeah,
Yeah.
both of those are undeserved. Those two actors are very good in those roles, especially Tatiana Maslany as
Yeah.
She-Hulk. Like she's super perfectly cast in that. So yeah, basically that was our thought process for that one.
All right.
Very nice.
Connor
All
and
right.
Daren.
All right, we got some stiff competition here, Darren. Should I lead with mine?
I think I have a really, really good pitch for this one, if you wouldn't mind.
You know what?
This is
I'll hang
like-
back. You take it away.
Okay. This is one I thought about last night, and it sounds like I'm just stealing from your guys' team from last turn, but I swear to God, this came up on my own. One of my favorite themes of Phase 4 and 5 of the MCU is grief and how people deal with it. And this year especially, there's been such a narrative that with both Thunderbolts and Ironheart, and I think both of those shows really pull from those. And I think both of those kind of being back-to-back Marvel projects almost was really, really fitting to me. And I think they kind of complement each other in a very, very fascinating way. Not only for those and like individual projects, but I feel like almost the theme of the last couple of projects that we've gotten up until this point, having characters that are, I guess, villains of your shows that are both kind of targeting the characters' griefs, how they feel, what are their emotional, mental health like, and I think they kind of work in tandem, in my opinion, when you kind of look at what they're building to, what they're doing, to the fact that I kind of wish this was the main story that we were building to in Phase 4, 5, and into 6 a little bit. So I'm gonna say those two. Sorry, I came up with a last minute wild ball, Connor, but I thought thought that one might work.
Yeah,
that's good.
All right. I think for this one I'm gonna go with Daren and Connor. I really like your I like that. I'm gonna be honest. I'm actually not a big fan of the Captain Marvel movie.
We didn't know that going
No,
in.
it's all right. It's all right. I personally am not a big fan of it. Just like both with the Captain Marvel movie and the Black Widow movie, like the prequel aspect, just kind of makes it just feel like so unimportant to me. It's weird. It's all this weird vibe to me because of the prequel aspect, like particularly in Captain Marvel, like they have because of using the Tesseract as MacGuffin again. It's like, well, if the events of this film didn't happen, everything would just be the same. And it kind of feels like. So that's why I'm going with that. I also really like that the grief aspect. Like when you first mentioned the grief aspect, I was actually thinking like you were going to say Ironheart and WandaVision.
It could, yeah.
Yeah,
It's funny because
you
my
could
mind went
point
somewhere
to,
else
like,
even.
Devils in
You
the
could
detail.
point to 50 Phase 4 and 5 projects. You could be like, all right,
Yeah, that's been an
No Way
overarching kind of
Home,
theme
and
that they're just kind of ignoring.
Black Panther, Wakanda
Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah, literally,
Oh,
like
yeah.
any of them. Which I guess I'll save that thought because I guess that'll be a prompt later. But
Yeah, we'll get into that later.
yeah.
All right. So for our next one, we have two non MCU projects from different franchises. So basically, like one could be from the X-Men franchise, one could be from Fantastic Four or Spider-Man, but they're not from the MCU. All right. So Connor and Daren, you'll be starting off with this one.
Gotcha.
All right.
Gotcha.
Do
you have something,
all right.
Connor?
I am. Do you? If not, I'm going to pull something out of my ass.
You know what? I think I misunderstood the prompt a little bit because I was like, oh, these are non-Marvel projects. Like these are things from other franchises completely. Was that the core of that question, or was it Marvel? Because if it is Marvel,
I was thinking ain't Marvel, but hey, if you want to do from these aren't Marvel, that's fine too.
You know what? I'm just gonna go for it, and
All
maybe
right.
I'll get points for Spunksy. I don't know. I picked School of Rock and Kung Fu Panda, the first one,
Ooh,
which again
fun.
are not Marvel projects whatsoever. But I think both movies have these themes of like self-acceptance and like speaking your worth and like how to express yourself despite what the norm in society is. And while those are not Marvel projects, those are all themes that we could connect to Marvel projects that we all know and love. So yeah, that's my last minute pull.
If that one doesn't work, my 5-second one is 2003 Hulk and Howard the Duck.
You know what? Let's go with it. Let's go with this.
I also thought about that one, not gonna lie.
Oh man.
All right,
Logan and Tanner.
Tanner, you're on point with this one. This is your idea.
this is my idea, and these. So yeah, we did do Marvel projects.
We struggled a little bit with
we
this
struggled
one. I had
a lot
another one
with
that I
this
really
one.
liked, but we're trying to also tailor this a little bit to your taste, so I
Mhm.
think this other one is better.
And these just also happen to be two of my favorite movies. So we are going with Across the Spider-Verse, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, and Deadpool 2. Because both of those movies, like, they're very different movies, pretty different in tone, but they do have like a through line that I think is really interesting, which is people trying to change the fate of somebody else. The entire time Miles is trying to save his dad from death, and he's trying to stop he's trying to stop the spot and trying to escape and just like trying to change his own fate and his father's fate. And in Deadpool 2, they're trying to save Russell. They're trying to change Russell's fate, and they don't want to stop him from killing somebody and going down this really dark path. So we think that those two films have a lot of connection in there in terms of themes, and the two different tones of the movies would actually make it for pretty fun double feature. Plus, they both happen to be the second in the franchise, and they happen to they're also about people who wear full masks and their eyes emote without explanation. But that's just a little semantics. But yeah, I just think that they're both and they're also somewhat, depending on who you ask, considered to be better than the original. I only agree with one of those. Anyway,
I agree with
but
both.
yeah, you do. I know. But yeah, they are both, I think, really strong movies. About trying to change someone's fate. Do you have more for this, Logan? I kind of rambled.
No, that was pretty much it.
Cool.
That's why I had you explain it, because it was your idea.
This is my pitch, and these are two of my favorite movies.
This one is probably the hardest one so far. I really like both of these pitches.
Which one are you considering between their two ones?
Are
you doing the Howard Hulk, or are you doing?
I'm going for School of Rock and Panda, not Hulk and Howard the Duck.
There wasn't any explanation needed for that second one.
Just pandering.
Oh,
Panda.
Pandering.
He said the thing.
Kung Fu pandering.
It sounds like an anti-woke YouTuber's take on the Kung Fu Panda. It's like a thumbnail.
They've made Poe
if you look at the quarter inch channel, you'll probably see that.
They made him DEI.
Then with a photo of Brie Larson next to it.
For no reason.
Of course.
For no reason, it's just there.
And she's just got like bug eyes and like a wide open mouth.
Kung Fu pandering.
Yeah, maybe she's painted like Puff.
Yeah.
I'm honestly surprised there wasn't like anti-woke YouTubers going after Kung Fu Panda 4, because instead of having the Furious 5, they had Aquafina.
That's just because nobody watched it.
That's crazy.
All right. I think I'm gonna go with Daren and Connor for this one.
So they cheated and they won. Okay.
Yeah.
We
struggled with this one a lot
topic.
because we could not think of too many like common threads between different. Do you want to hear what my other one was?
Oh, we had a really strong one that we couldn't do because they're the same franchise, but they're different parts of the franchise.
That's not even the one I was going to talk about.
I know that's not the one you were going to talk about. I can talk about that one in a second.
The one that I wanted to go with was actually Logan and Into the Spider-Verse, because both of those deal with the concept of legacy in different ways. So Logan, it's from Logan's point of view, it's leading up to his death, and then Laura has to carry it on. So that's what would be the first one in the double feature.
Double feature.
Yeah, that's the word. And then Into the Spider-Verse deals with legacy, where it's from the protege's point of view, and the character dies at the very beginning rather than the very end, and then it's how he has to deal with taking up that mantle. So that was my original idea, but we didn't know if that would be as strong into your taste specifically.
That makes sense. So a Who started? Who was the person?
we're
the team
we
that
were
started
second on this.
this?
We're first
It's the
this
Slaven
time.
Yeah.
turn.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
assume.
So
Yeah, Logan, you can do this one.
Yeah, Logan.
Okay.
And Tanner, you'll be starting next, and this will be a Marvel film and a DC film. And it could be either MCU or it could be just or Marvel in general.
Yeah, all right. We had a lot of ideas for this. Like one, two,
There's so
three,
many.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We wrote like 8 or 9 ideas for
Yeah.
this.
Nice.
But again, trying to tailor this to your taste, I think this is the best one that we had, which is Into the Spider-Verse and the Lego Batman movie.
Ooh.
So those are both really fun movies, first of all, and they're also animated movies, which I personally love that they're animated. But we chose these because they are very stylized animated movies, like a very particular style, and they're also like love letters to the franchise. Like
Mhm.
they go over the
Nice.
history like crazy of these
Oh, yeah.
different things. Batman a little bit more so than Spider-Man, but like they're very much a love letter to the characters. These are also the most popular characters these franchises have. Spider-Man is Marvel's most popular character by far. Batman, it's a little bit more arguable with Superman, especially now that the new Superman movie came out, but I think it's pretty undeniable that Batman is the most popular.
It's definitely Batman. They actually just revealed a trailer for the next Lego Batman game.
I just saw that.
Oh,
yeah.
they did?
Oh, the trailer.
Yeah.
Oh my
It
gosh.
like
I'm
just came
I'm
out,
sorry if
yeah.
I've been distracted this whole time.
Jeez, okay, I need to go watch that after we're done with this.
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, so most popular characters, love letter, they're both very funny, they're both very silly, but also have a lot of heart. They're solid adaptations of the character, even if Batman is kind of like a parody of Batman, it's still also a solid adaptation of Batman. Great vocal performances, great movies, great animation style. Like overall, I think it'd be a really fun double feature.
Both pretty funny too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that first one is the Lego Batman movie is like one of the funniest movies I've ever seen.
It's so fun. I just
It's
rewatched
so
it the other
good.
day.
I need to rewatch it.
So good.
All right, that was a very strong contender. So, Daren, Connor, what do you guys got for me?
All right, so
Take
this
it
is
away.
for this one. I went with the first Avengers movie
Ooh.
and the 2021 The Suicide Squad,
Ah.
Logan's
Ooh.
favorite movie.
Yeah.
Good
Is
choice.
that
I can see him gritting his teeth at that.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't think he heard you.
No, I didn't hear.
Oh, I said the Avengers and the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, I heard that part.
Logan's favorite
Oh,
movie.
I actually do really like the Suicide Squad now. I've come around.
Oh,
Let's go.
It's
I'll
not my
give it-
favorite movie. It's one of my least favorite of Gunn's projects, but like I rewatched it recently, trying to go in a little bit with an open mind.
Yeah.
And the things that annoyed me still annoyed me, but not nearly as much as they used to. And the things that I liked about it stood out more.
Okay.
So good movie.
Fair enough.
Can't
there
get me
goes-
like that.
I was
No, there are
used-
other movies that'll get me much easier than that.
Yeah.
There goes my attempt to dunk on you. All right, time to use the
Flash
actual merits of
movie.
my
Have more
argument.
opportunities,
The
I'm sure.
Flash, that'll get him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, now I have to use the actual merits of my
for
argument.
the Marvel DC one that I wrote down as a joke was Multiverse of Madness and The Flash, because those are two multiverse movies that pissed me off so much that I have an irrational hatred of them. That was one of my joke ones.
All right.
Anyway, sorry to step on. Go explain your answer. I want to hear.
Yeah, no. So the reason I went with these two is I think it's a good way to show the evolution of how like the superhero team movies have worked, where it used to just be about, hey, can these people actually get along for the first Avengers movie, but now for the Suicide Squad, it's more so what these people are going to get along. It's what can they gain from each other,
Yeah.
and how can it's not just about. The arc is not them just learning to be friends, but the arc is them all just becoming better people together. And a lot of them do kind of seem like pastiches of each other. You know, like the brother, like the rivalry between Peacemaker and Bloodsport kind of mirrors Iron Man and Captain America in a way. Like the elements of like Polka Dot Man seeing himself as a monster and all of the trauma surrounding his mother kind of mirrors what Hulk does. And I actually I said about this before we started recording is I wrote a paper comparing these two movies back in college.
That's the one.
Wow.
And a lot of it was because given that whole class is about, like gender roles in pop culture, I think the Suicide Squad handles, like different like gender roles in the movie a lot better, mainly because in the first Avengers movie, Black Widow doesn't do anything.
No.
Not really. No.
And I feel,
She can
and a
turn
lot of
into
what you
anything.
do, a lot of what she does just kind of falls into the general tropes of the femme fatale, and you don't really get a lot of actual development of her as a character. Contrast that with Harley Quinn, and I know this is it's very controversial how she's viewed in the movie. I think what she does, she's portrayed as like she's very much her own person with her own beliefs, agency. Like everything she does because of what she feels as a character, and not just being strung along by the plot. Also, I know it's not a very important thing. The Bechdel test, the thing where can you get two women to actually speak to each other about something other than a man in the movie? That doesn't happen in the first Avengers. Like you have Maria Hill and Black Widow, two people who are co-workers, doing all this stuff together. They never speak together.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the Bechdel test and the Suicide Squad passed in the first 10 minutes with Ratcatcher and Amanda Waller talking. Oh yeah, and the whole thing is like there are a lot more female characters in the Suicide Squad that are actually important. Like Maria Hill is a non-character in the Avengers movie. Whereas you got Waller, Harley Quinn, Ratcatcher, even smaller roles like Solsaria, and even like there's always people doing things that are important in that movie, and nobody is just seen as like a prop, aside from the people who are designed just to die. But moving on from that,
most of the characters.
I feel like just how like the dynamics of like the male and female characters is treated with a lot more respect in the Suicide Squad, and that was mainly what my paper was about. And I think looking at those two in comparison, see how far things have come, I found very interesting.
That's fair. Just to add on to it, because this is mainly your choice, but like I do think both movies have a lot of heart when it comes to like building your main team and what they are as a unit. These groups of people that have no interest in working together. They are not a team. They weren't designed to be, but by circumstance they do kind of turn. I think the MCU kind of goes away from this in later years, but they do kind of turn into a family like by the end of the movie. So I definitely think that's a very solid pick.
Good addition, thank you.
All right.
I'm sorry I didn't write a paper on Lego Batman and Spider-Verse.
Spider-Man?
Why not? How dare you?
I'll get to it now. Like after this is done recording, I'll go write a paper and then I'll get back to you.
It's like, Professor, I know I graduated, but I did something a bit later. Do you want to read it? Maybe.
I'm gonna have to go with Logan and Tanner for this one. I love the pick of having Into the Spider-Verse and ours and like Batman movie together, and I also, but also at the same time, like I feel like it's probably not a good idea when trying to convince someone to watch something to one of the films. Just spend the entire time I'm talking about how he does a bad job with the Avengers.
You know what? Yep, that was a blunder.
I noticed that midway through, I'm like, oh, you're kind of like shooting yourself in the foot a little bit there.
I did. I really did. Forgive me, Daren.
I mean, it's all tied up for this next round, isn't it?
Yes. All right. So, for our final of the double features, we have a Marvel film and any other non-Marvel film. So if you want to do DC again, you can, or if you want to do something just as absolutely random, you can. And you'll be starting off with Connor and Daren.
All right, Daren, do you still trust me to go for mine?
You know what? I trust you. Put it out there. I thought that was a very unique pick, so go for it, and let's hope luck is on our side.
All right, so I'm gonna go with Iron Man 2 and the movie Chef.
Oh, okay.
Like that's a movie made by Jon Favreau. Something that I don't think everybody knows, but the movie Chef was all about it was all kind of about the metaphor. It was all a metaphor for Jon Favreau's difficulties as a director behind the scenes, working for Marvel, mainly on Iron Man 2. Now I'm gonna try and recover from my mistake from last time. I like Iron Man 2. I like Iron Man 2.
I want this to be a fair
You're not just gonna make your pitch be about how Iron Man 2 is like has some of the most problematic
Iron Man 2 is
people
actually
in
unwatchable.
the MCU, like
Actually
like
sucks.
Elon Musk and Bill O'Reilly.
Oh god, I completely forgot Elon Musk was in that. Yeah, maybe that's
Oh,
not
Or
good.
he
no.
died in the
What
snap
have we
and didn't
done?
come back, guys. He died in the
What
snap
have
and
you
didn't
done?
come back.
Okay, but yes, I like Iron Man 2, and I think it's a great movie. But everyone knows there's always a few weird stuff going on behind the scenes, especially just given there was a reason like Jon Favreau left. Forgive that. Iron Man. Jon Favreau left being a director for Marvel after that movie because of a lot of stuff that happened behind the scenes, like them cutting plot lines, like throwing on stuff and all changing. It's all showcased like subtly in the movie Chef, like where Jon Favreau is the chef, and he's trying like to make certain food, but the people running it, representative of Kevin Feige and Ike Perlmutter, no, you can't do you gotta do all this stuff. You all do this, all you're fired. It's all about Favreau going out on his own after that movie, and because of all the relationships he made in that, he gets the support he needs to go out on his own and be successful without it.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, Scarlett Johansson and Robert Downey Jr. are in that movie.
Huh.
So it's not just within the context of the movie, but in a meta text saying that, hey, regardless of what happens, the people you work with still love you, and we're still going to help you. We're still going to help you be the best you can be. And I think watching those two movies back to back is kind of heartwarming in a way, where things like things may not have gone exactly the way they should have. Things are still going to be good.
Do you have a question, Logan?
Yes, I have a
It's in
question.
his hand.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I was raising my hand. I didn't want to.
We're back
interrupt, but
in
I do have a
school,
question.
guys. We're back in grade
Yes, we're back in school.
Yes,
Okay.
Logan.
Which order would you do it? Would you want to see the process of making the movie and then the result, or would you want to see the result and then what it was like behind the scenes?
Ooh, question.
Here's
what I would
you
say.
do. You watch Chef first, then Iron Man 2, and then you watch Chef again.
Triple feature.
Yeah.
There you
yeah,
go.
yeah.
The chef sandwich.
Chef sandwich.
Yeah. I mean, the other team didn't have a triple feature. I feel like that automatically gives us a win, I don't know.
Well, we did.
We can
Well,
make
I
it
don't know
into a-
because we stayed on topic in the last one.
Oh, no.
All right.
All
This is a
right.
good pick.
Logan and Tanner. Actually, are
Do
you
you
guys
wanna
done
take the reins?
Are you guys done, Connor and Darren?
Yeah.
All right. Logan and Tanner.
You want to take the reins on this one, Logan?
Sure. This was Tanner's idea, and I'm pissed off that I didn't think of it.
This is why I'm letting you have it.
So yeah, because one of this is in my top 4 in Letterboxd. So our films are Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one, and Lilo and Stitch.
Okay.
Which one?
God damn it.
The
animated
animated
one.
We're not touching
The
that.
good one.
How are we on cursing, by the way, in this?
You can curse if you want.
Oh, yeah, I
fuck
should've
the
asked.
live action Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could go on a rant about that, but that would be off topic, and I want to stay on topic because that's what our team has been
Go off
doing.
topic.
So
Wow, the shade. That's
I'm
crazy. I feel bad for Daren. I'm sorry, dude.
I'm sorry, that was yeah. So the through line of this is that one, aliens. Lilo and Stitch is all about an alien coming to Earth and making himself a part of this family. And then Guardians of the Galaxy is about a human leaving Earth and becoming a part of a family with aliens. So like our whole thing is a found family kind of thing with aliens. They're both very funny, but they're also very heartwarming and gut-wrenching at times. It's just 2 very good films about aliens finding their family.
There's also a little furry one in each of them.
That's
Very
true.
He's
And a
got
blue
an
alien.
attitude. And a blue alien as well. It's just that they
Oh yeah,
separate
Stitch
them.
and
Metal
Rocket
together.
Raccoon together would be unstoppable.
Oh, that'd be insane. That'd be
Um,
great.
I think the more unhinged duo would be Stitch and Baby Groot.
Yes, I would
Yes.
love to
Yeah.
watch that movie.
Or
Mhm.
Lilo.
We'll get to crossovers later, though.
That'd be interesting too.
Oh man. All right. So so I think on this one I'm gonna go with Connor and Darren. I really liked that pitch for Chef. And it's also a film that I actually haven't seen. So it'll be
Well, now you can
so
do the
that's
double
one that-
feature. There you go.
Yeah.
I'd be interested in seeing. And I do like Logan and Tanner's his pitch as well. But I just found it really interesting what everything Connor.
Yeah,
had
no,
to
that's
say about
totally
that.
fair. I can see that.
All right. So after this first round, our standings are Logan and Tanner with 10 points, and Daren and Connor are with 15 points.
We'll make it back. I think we have a really solid final question.
Oh yeah, there's
yeah.
there is a lot of time to be able to make it back. All right, so for our second round, you have to create scenes involving two characters that I give you,
Right.
and whichever team's scenes I like better wins. And again, just like with the first round, each prompt is worth 5 points. All right, so we'll be starting with Logan and Tanner. And for this first one, we have She-Hulk and Howard the Duck.
All right. Also,
This
Logan,
one
could you
is
send me over the things again so I can be caught up on the notes?
I did.
Oh wait, did you send all of them?
I sent
Oh,
all
you
of them.
just did. Okay, I just didn't see that.
Yeah,
Okay,
except for
that's
the
on
final
me.
one because it's way too
Yeah.
long, and I'll just run points on that.
We good.
I'll run
Okay.
points on this first one.
That's
because
totally
this
cool.
was my idea. So let's set the scene. It's a Wednesday night, and the Avengers, along with a bunch of just random assortment of heroes, not like specifically just the Avengers, but a random assortment of heroes have all made their way to the Baxter Building, where the
Interior
Thing and
Baxter
Gambit
Building
are
night.
hosting their annual, like their monthly poker game, right? Because that's a thing that the Thing does, and Gambit joined in at some point because cards and gambling, that's his whole thing. So everybody is playing. There's a bunch of different Avengers there. Like the Human Torch is obviously there. She-Hulk is there.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's there. Howard the Duck is there. Rocket Raccoon is there. A bunch of different Avengers and superheroes and super characters. As the night goes on, the people start getting out. They start losing money. They start going home. Eventually, we're down to the final two, She-Hulk and Howard the Duck. Now, both of these people are very stubborn, and they both have wagered way more money than they should have. So it's down to just them, and then obviously Ben is still there to like moderate, and like Gambit's still there too because he's like co-running this thing. So they're just constantly trash talking each other, trying to get the other one to bluff or to call their bluff, and just figure out who's going to win. So it's a very competitive final game of poker between She-Hulk and Howard the Duck.
Nice. All right. I Connor and Daren, and what do you guys got for this?
All right. Should I use mine or?
Yep. Go ahead.
All right. So Howard the Duck goes to She-Hulk's office and goes, "I'm being sued by Disney. They're suing me because I'm using their likeness of this Donald guy. I was never in the Navy." So it goes to like this whole court scene where She-Hulk is representing Howard the Duck.
Yeah, that's funny.
And then it comes the lawyer for the other side is I guess the lawyer is Mickey Mouse.
He's representing himself.
No, sorry, no, that's stupid. No, Mickey Mouse is the plaintiff. Goofy is the lawyer. Goofy is the lawyer.
Goofy's the lawyer. Oh, they're gonna win.
Goofy v She-Hulk. Yeah. I
wonder who could possibly win.
Lord, Your Honor, this man is in violation of a lot of copyright here. We have bribed a lot of people to keep copyright in our favor. Lord, I will mostly say that.
I rest my case.
I rest my case. And now I'm going to go out the window.
And when he slams the case down, he slams it on his fingers.
There we go. But yeah, it essentially goes down. It eventually comes down to the fact that She-Hulk and Howard the Duck win because Howard, once she's about to lose, he just goes on this big like swearing and like doing a bunch of adult things, and the jury goes, "That is not copyright infringement because Donald Duck would never do any of that."
I don't know. Getting mad is kind of his thing.
He does swear a lot, but it's just
it's all nonsense. Yeah, it's duck noise at that point.
He's not gonna flip people off.
No, that he would not do. He only got 4 fingers anyway.
To.
I feel like the only way I could see Donald flipping someone off if it was in a movie like Roger Rabbit or the Chip and Dale movie. All right, I'm gonna have to go with Connor and Darren on that.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
That was really well done, and I like that you incorporated that there was actually a real life lawsuit that between Marvel and Disney because they did have that problem. I think it was like in the 80s or something.
Yeah.
Wait, this actually happened?
That's so funny.
Yes,
Yeah, She-Hulk
He didn't
was
even
involved
know.
it
too.
wasn't
That's crazy.
She-Hulk.
Yeah, She-Hulk,
But, like
yeah.
they did.
I could have sworn it
but-
was She-Hulk actually.
Yeah, I
but-
remember the
Shortly
giant
after-
green woman showing up for one
So-
lawsuit, and that's
Shortly
it.
after that whole Kevin incident.
Back in back I think it was in the 80s or something. Either it was either 70s or 80s, I think. But Disney sued Marvel because Howard looked too much like Donald. And that led to Howard getting a complete redesign.
No.
Yeah. I'm just with you
cheated
having
to
that
win
as
one,
your
and then they
seed,
accidentally
I'm
stumbled
surprised
into a
you.
win the other time. Wow.
Yeah, I had no clue about that. That was just dumb luck.
That's awesome, dude.
Which sounds more impressive, I'd argue. We knew real life events and we didn't even prep for it. I don't know.
Sure.
I almost made a joke saying the lawyer was Phoenix Wright, so it would be Marvel versus Capcom.
Oh,
That would be funny.
All right. So the next act, Connor and Darren will be starting, and it will be Hulk and She-Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead, Darren.
Yeah, no, I mean, I thought obviously very long and hard about this. I definitely did not come up with this in the last 30 seconds. But no,
We'll see.
Hulk and She-Hulk are like sitting down together, and like She-Hulk, sits down and using her wall-breaking powers. She's like, "Man, Bruce, there's this podcast, and they're coming up with these prompts about me and you sitting down for a conversation. Isn't that crazy? How we're also sitting down, and they're also talking about us sitting down, and it's a giant wall-breaking, incredible thing. And John, in this scenario, that means She-Hulk is talking about your podcast. That is
pandering.
something that I'd argue
Pandering.
is one of
Kung
your
fu
dreams.
pandering.
Like this is. I mean, now you can say She-Hulk has been a guest on your show. I guess in some ways, right?
You mastermind.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Seems
Kind of quickly change up idea.
You're a genius.
Oh, man.
Kung fu pandering again.
All right. All right.
Okay.
Logan, Darren.
Do you want to take this one again, Logan? Because this is your idea again.
I guess, sure. Okay, so we tried to think about this for a minute because, like, Hulk and She-Hulk interact a lot, so it was like we were trying to think of something different we could do. This isn't. I don't know. This is. So our idea was that. So Jen is complaining to Bruce that because of being She-Hulk, it's like impossible for her to find a date. So Bruce, in an attempt to try and like help her with that, like being a wingman, he sets Jen up on a bunch of like blind dates with different like superheroes that he knows are single in an attempt to try and like find someone who can have like common ground with her. So that's
and
our
then
basic idea.
then at the end, he finds this really nice guy called Smash Trivia John. And
Yeah.
Not the kung fu pandering.
Everybody was kung fu fighting, so I gotta.
And that's love at first sight, and yeah.
You're on Earth. They're copying us.
You did the same thing when you brought up Ironheart earlier.
Excuse me, but didn't Howard the Duck win that lawsuit?
Oh, man.
How dare you use our own tricks against us?
All right. All right. Oh man. I'm gonna go with Logan and Jan.
Really? Oh,
Fair enough.
I would add though that I mean because of their the sort of relationship that they have, I think that Hulk would find it funny since he knows that his cousin has a crush on Captain America, setting her up with old man Captain America.
That would be hilarious. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be funny.
Yeah, that was always a part of our plan. Don't worry.
Oh no, yeah, absolutely. That was
He's gonna be
definitely
like,
something
"Fuck
we thought.
Peggy. It's time for
Yeah.
Jen."
Well,
Yeah.
Captain America,
Peggy's
fuck.
Peggy's long dead at this point.
That's true.
But,
That's true.
And when we see him as an old man, it's 2023, and she had and
She'd been dead
Peggy
for
was
7
like
years.
2016, I think. I think since it was
Yeah,
it was
Civil
the
War
Civil
era.
War was when and she passed.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So he's ready to
Oh.
move on.
Yeah. All right, so
Oh boy.
next we'll be starting with Logan and Tanner. We got Hulk and
Oh, gosh.
Scooby-Doo.
All right, we do go
Let
first.
me Okay.
This was your idea.
This
Tanner.
is
You
my
take
idea.
names.
I actually like this idea, so I can go
Oh,
with
this
this one.
is. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I had a
Hulk.
different idea for this. But...
So I don't want to go with your idea. We're going with my idea.
Okay.
Okay, so the Hulk and Scooby-Doo. So Dr. Bruce Banner is having this issue that he can't seem to solve. Every night when he goes down to work in his lab, or every day when he goes down to work in his lab, he notices that some piece of technology, some equipment that he needs is missing. And he needs to get to the bottom of this. So he calls Mystery Inc. So they can help him solve this big mystery of why everything he's constantly, like, he's trying to cure himself of the Hulk and he can't because everything is going missing. Mystery Inc. does their whole thing, Scooby-Doo taking the reins on this one since he's the crossover character. And they wind up discovering they wind up staking out the lab at night, and they see that every night the Hulk goes downstairs and takes away his technology and hides it and smashes it, and so he cannot cure the Hulk. And then he goes back up to sleep as Bruce Banner, and that is the mystery solved.
Okay.
And he would have gotten away with it too.
If it weren't those meddling kids and that dog.
The meddling gamma radiation.
Yeah. Those meddling Avengers.
Yeah.
All right. Connor, Darren.
All right, so this one, let me set the scene. The Mystery Inc. people are going into a city, and it's all been destroyed.
Whoa.
I wonder who did this. Probably Fred.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fred's known to
Scrappy,
smash.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's like
One of his traps just went off wrong.
everyone
right.
The Gamma Trap.
whenever there's one of these fucking crossovers, everybody's one of the mystery gangs always like some niece or nephew of someone important. So let's just say that Shaggy Rogers' uncle is Thunderbolt Ross.
I would have gone with Steve Rogers, but that's good too.
Yeah.
All right,
That's, yeah, that would make sense.
I'm sending my nephew to go off and investigate all of this. I don't believe in nepotism.
Why do you ask?
Like they go down and they find the Hulk rampaging through the city. So they do a whole fucking Scooby-Doo chase, going through all the destroyed buildings and going back and forth, back and forth. They eventually like have the Hulk run into like a building or something and knock himself out. And they go, let's figure out who's really under this mask. And they keep trying tearing Hulk's face off, but it's not working. And it's like, God,
And then they all shit their pants.
So does Ross hate Shaggy because he's sending him after the Hulk? Does Ross hate Shaggy?
It's
I mean,
I feel
Do you
like
wanna
Ross
be
would
related to
hate
Shaggy?
someone with Shaggy's personality. Oh man.
But I guess whatever it is, eventually he turns back like, Bruce Banner!
And he would have gotten away with it too.
Now, you see, that's what happens. Because when they realize it was a fake out reveal, because, it's not just some guy in a mask. It's you get some hijinks with Scooby-Doo and the Hulk, where they just eat like big sandwiches together.
Mm.
And that's how the episode ends. A lot of big sandwiches.
Okay.
So it's like Hulk's upcoming and crossover with Harley Quinn.
Harley
where he's
Quinn,
just,
yeah.
eating
hot
Oh,
dogs.
God, I
hot
forgot about that.
dogs. Which
We actually came up with it
I
first,
feel like
so they're
that's-
actually copying us. I don't know.
Yeah, they
you know?
stole your plans. It's
Yeah,
horrible.
you
know,
You
You
should
better
sue.
call
You should
Goofy.
She-Hulk
You're gonna
sue.
need a lawyer.
I feel like something like that works with Scooby-Doo being the crossover, but like I feel like that's such a disappointing way for Hulk and Harley Quinn together.
Maybe they'll do
Oh,
more in the actual book. We don't know.
hopefully.
Yeah, maybe they'll eat 2 sandwiches.
I'm gonna go with Logan and Tanner on this
Let's
one.
go.
We're back on the board, baby.
Yeah.
All right, so
It makes sense that we have an advantage in the storytelling thing. We just graduated for filmmaking.
all right, for the next one we have it'll be Logan and Tanner starting, and we have
No, it's the other way.
Deadpool and
Oh no,
Is it?
Yeah, because they just finished explaining their story. They're first now.
Yeah,
Yes,
right,
right.
Yeah, I didn't want to have any unfair advantage.
It'll be Connor and Darren, and it'll be Deadpool and Groot.
This is my favorite one, by the way.
Yeah.
Like just this concept, I love it. Those are two of my favorite
This is
characters.
something. This is something I've I wanted to see for like almost 10 years now since Baby Groot was introduced, because I think the idea of having like one of the most wholesome little guys with like the most mature
Immature,
humor,
technically.
immature humor, but like R-rated humor or character together just sounds so intriguing to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, one of the most talkative with one of the ones with the fewest lines.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. So
Darren, you or me on this one?
I guess I'll just try and spin a tail. No, I think, he's in a movie theater. He's watching Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and he's looking at it, he's like, this Groot guy, he seems like such a great character. He's going to be great in part 4. And he's like, James Gunn, he just went over to DC. These poor Guardians don't have a director for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I may hop over to the Sacred Timeline really quickly. And he hops over to the Guardians like, hey, Groot, you deserve to be the star of this next movie, man. Me and you, I'm going to make you a star. And he talks to Kevin Feige and he's like, hey, man, I would like to direct the newest installment of the Guardians of the Galaxy. And he's like, yeah, well, do you have any directorial debuts? Do you have you went to film school? And he's like, well, no. And
that's how it ends.
And then he shoots Kevin Feige.
yeah, he goes home. He's like, damn, all right. I ran out of steam. I was like, oh shit, what happened?
It's a very short, sad story.
He doesn't know, and then
It's like the
thank
Happy
you for your
Hogan thing
time,
where
and he
it's like,
leaves. 'Cause that's what they
Thank you
told
for your
you.
time, Mr. Feige. We will be in contact.
Here's what happens, and here's what happens after. Deadpool blackmails Kevin Feige.
Whoa.
Whatever it is. It's like I don't know. I'm gonna show everyone what you really look like under that baseball hat. We're gonna show people the little homunculus face like Voldemort under your baseball hat.
On the top of his bald
And the
head.
top of his head is poking out. Like,
Don't let him show the world the truth, Kevin. Let him do it.
No, little homunculus on my head.
Do it.
Fine. We won't let you direct,
Heavy.
but we'll let I will let you voice Groot in the next movie.
Vin Diesel's out, you're in.
And then Groot just starts speaking in full sentences and Ryan Reynolds-isms.
Yeah, so after Deadpool goes and kidnaps Vin Diesel to replace Groot in the next movie, then you get the whole Guardians 4, where Groot just talks like Deadpool.
Hell yeah.
alrighty.
All right. What a hard act to follow.
Yeah, I really like the part with the homunculus Kevin Feige.
Yeah, that was
had.
unexpected plot twist. I didn't know we were going full Voldemort.
No, I didn't expect that.
All right. Okay, ours is a little bit more down to earth, but also
Kenny, you can run
not
this
at
one,
all down
obviously.
to. Yeah, I'll go with this one. So it's a little bit more down to earth, but also not at all down to earth because ours takes place in space. So this starts. Actually, well, it does begin on Earth. So our opening. All right. So exterior New York day. We see a Deadpool walking down the street doing his little thing. I don't know, maybe he's doing the Spider-Man 3 dance. Yeah, he's doing the little Spider-Man 3 dance because he's having a gay old time. And we meet up with him. He had recently gotten a phone call to meet up with Bucky Barnes, the Winter Soldier. I know that's not the other character, but we'll get to him. So Bucky Barnes is like, all right, I've got your money. Now I need you to go up to outer space and get me my arm back, because that little raccoon, that little blue lady ripped it right off. And I need that arm back because I'm gonna be in the Thunderbolts movie. So I need the arm back. And Deadpool's like, no problem, Bob, I gotcha. I'm just gonna have to get to space somehow. So he goes to steal a rocket from Stark Industries or something, and he just takes off. He goes up into outer space, puts in the coordinates to nowhere because he knows that for some reason. He goes off.
He read the script.
Yeah, he read the script. So he flies off. He lands in nowhere. And he just parks his little spaceship. He's like, all right, where am I going to find the raccoon? It's night now. That's how long it took him to get there. Rocket Raccoon is sleeping in bed. He's cuddling up with the little arm because he loves it so much. Deadpool walks right in, and who do we see? Groot is standing there. He's like the teenage, like adult Groot from Volume 3. And he's just standing there guarding Rocket while he sleeps. And then they have
You'll
to
never
fight.
guess what he says.
Yeah, he says, hi, how you doing? But Deadpool can't understand him. All he hears is, I am Groot. And then so they have to fight over the arm. Deadpool needs to get it back because he got paid a lot of money for it. Groot needs to protect it because it's Rocket's prized possession, and they have to do all of that while being insanely quiet because Rocket is sleeping right next to them, and it's very difficult for Deadpool because he can't shut up. Anyway, that is our scene. They have to fight each other over the metal arm that Rocket is in possession of, so he can get it back to Bucky.
They just wrote a whole script. Holy shit.
I'm working on my improv skills.
Yeah, as I said, Deadpool read the script.
Deadpool read the script. He did.
All right. I think for this one, I'm going with Logan and Tanner.
Let's go. I won a Deadpool one.
I like that you guys incorporated a Deadpool being a mercenary, which is a side that the films haven't really done much with.
I know. I want them to do more.
And also, and this is a really big thing. I think unlike like Connor and Daren's pitch, you actually had Deadpool and Groot interact.
I had them interact.
They had a
It's
scene.
like, I'm
one
gonna make you a
scene
star.
where he's like, I
Yeah.
want to direct you in a
Kidnapped his
movie,
voice
and then
actor.
he
I
went and left
You're
Faces
the
him.
movie.
And then he's like secret invasions him.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Thinking about the way that we did this is that Tanner and I went the mercenary route, and then Daren and Connor went the
meta
fourth
route.
wall route.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, those are two aspects of Deadpool. We
Aspects
just
of
focused
Dead-
on different ones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's
We
interesting.
need to merge scripts in this one
Yeah.
giant movie.
So he directs the movie where
Somehow.
he steals back the arm.
My
Yeah.
original idea.
And that's how he gets through like Bugs Bunny physics. He directs the scene so he can take the arm, and that's
My original idea for this, it was just like that, like Deadpool and Groot up like a press interview together, and it's like Deadpool, like Groot just keeps saying "I am Groot," and Deadpool just like pretends to translate for
he
him. but
makes up bullshit.
Yeah, that's fun.
We
That's
should have
fun.
went with yours.
Oh my god, Groot! I can't believe you never say that. What about those people?
And then Groot eventually just gets like fed up and like just hits him.
She's canceled.
He knocks him out, and then he
Groot is
continues the
canceled.
interview with Rocket to translate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
All
but
right.
let's
All
get the
right,
last
so-
one. God, I really hope I can string this one together.
Logan and Tanner, you'll be starting this one. It will be Kate Bishop and Gwenpool.
Logan,
Hey.
you got this one?
Sure, yeah. This idea is fun. And these characters also interact quite a bit in the comics, so it was interesting to try and think of something fun. So, for this scene idea, Gwenpool and Kate Bishop are going to the pool together. They're having fun. It's hot. It's been super hot recently, especially. So, like, they need to cool off. So they're going to the pool. And Gwen, unbeknownst to Kate, has decided to bring a little friend, a little sharky friend, Jeff the land shark. So as Kate is just swimming in the pool, relaxing on a floaty, suddenly she sees a dorsal fin swim by. So she's very scared by this because Gwen decided to prank Kate by putting Jeff in the pool and having Jeff just go around and scare Kate while Gwen pretends that she doesn't know what's going on, and she like freaks out with her and is just like playing it up. So then Kate ends up having to like improvise. She ends up like she brought her bow with her because she doesn't go anywhere without it just in case, but she forgot to bring arrows. So she has to end up using like pool noodles and things as arrows and shooting them at Jeff. And obviously that won't hurt Jeff because it's a pool noodle. And inflatable things and stuff like that. So it's just a whole ordeal of Gwenpool and Kate at the pool. Gwen is pranking Kate with Jeff.
I would like to add that maybe Gwenpool has stolen Kate's arrows as part of the prank.
Oh, yes. That is good. That was my plan the entire time, as you could tell.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. I Connor and Daren.
All right, so here's what it is. So we haven't really seen Kate Bishop in the MCU for a while, right?
It's been
2
too
years
long.
ago.
We saw her for like 5 seconds in the Marvels, but otherwise we have not seen her in a serious capacity since the end of 2021. Where has she been this whole time? Gwenpool's about to find out, so she goes to what I like to call the MCU limbo. Like she wants to finally get the West Coast Avengers together because that's supposed to have been happening a while ago. At least she feels so. So she's going to the MCU limbo to try and find Kate Bishop in the MCU limbo, where all the characters that have just not shown up in a while.
Oh, the Eternals live there.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
their home.
It's like this big white. It's like the
the
equivalent
void.
of the comic white space.
Oh,
It's like the
yeah,
comic
in
white
between the
space that
panels.
she travels through. So
Yeah.
so it's her and Kate Bishop fighting through all the other characters that just haven't shown up in years.
They're fighting Shang-Chi, but suddenly he disappears because he's needed for Avengers.
Don't give them ideas.
Doctor Strange and Clea, they didn't go to the Dark Dimension. They just went to Limbo.
Yeah. That sucks.
Oh my god, it's a way back into the movies. Get her! So it's Gwenpool and Kate Bishop fighting their way through Limbo to try and make their way out. But yes, as you say, a lot of them do just kind of disappear along the way because, oh wait, we do have a movie coming now. But then it all just
Spider-Man's been trapped there for a few weeks now. A few months now. Years even.
No.
Haven't seen him since No Way Home.
And
think
nobody
they get-
He's
recognizes
out
them.
of there now. He's
He's
currently filming.
out of there now, but he was in there during like
Filming,
Born
yeah.
Again. That's why he wasn't there.
I think
Yeah.
they
That's why
yes,
he's on
that's
top
why
one.
he
Thunderbolts as well.
I
Yeah.
think they escape the Limbo once their movies start filming.
Yeah.
So, but the last person they have to fight is the person that has been in there the longer than anybody. They gotta fight Justin Hammer.
Oh no.
But
That
you
should
know,
be pretty easy. His technology is not very reliable.
No.
he tries doing a little hammer dance. He tries throwing the ex-wife at him, but then Kate just kind of shoots him with like a taser arrow, and he just like falls over, and they get out together.
And he never returned.
And then when they get out, oh boy, a new movie starts filming. West Coast Avengers.
With Justin Hammer as the villain.
Like
There we
that's
go.
ever gonna happen. She's gonna be a young Avenger.
She's like 28 right now.
Yeah, and she's gonna be a young Avenger. I don't make the rules. I'm upset about it.
Yeah.
Uh,
The
Uh,
youngish
Can they
Avengers.
kill Elon Musk while they're in there?
Oh,
From Iron Man
yes.
2?
Yeah, it's
For
Justin
returns.
Hammer and Elon Musk teaming up.
That's the one time Justin Hammer's weapons actually work.
No, Elon Musk's weapons don't work either.
No, I'm saying that they use one of Hammer's weapons
Oh,
against.
to get Elon. Yeah, there you go.
It's the one time it works.
Okay.
All right, who won?
I'm gonna go with Logan and Tanner.
Let's go! We are pulling ahead. Woohoo!
Damn.
I like the idea of Kate Bishop and Gwenpool and Pool.
A beach episode.
And getting to see Jeff the Land Shark arc is always a fun time.
Yes, we need Jeff the Land Shark.
best. I want more Jeff.
Right. All right. So now after round 2, our scores are Logan and Tanner with 30, and Daren and Connor with 20.
Ooh.
Yeah, we pulled ahead because we only lost one of those storytelling ones because they had a much better idea for the first one.
Yeah.
We did.
So now for our third round, we'll be creating funny Marvel T-shirt designs. Either you can just describe it, or if you feel like you have the skill to draw it, you can and share your screen in using the prompt. I tell you, each winning prompt is worth 10 points for this round.
Oh boy.
All right.
Getting
So,
real.
All right. So,
Us
we'll be
again.
starting with Connor and Darren, and this first prompt will simply
Wouldn't
be just one
wouldn't it be
one
them?
character. What?
Wouldn't it be them first?
No, it's you guys first. You guys just explained yours. We went first on the
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
one
right.
pool
Okay, okay,
We
okay,
did.
okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
Want me to go on
Okay.
this one, Darren?
Yeah, go on this one, and I'll do number 2.
Logan,
Alright,
I'll go on this one, right?
No, yeah, this was your idea.
I actually have the visual aid anyway.
All right.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
So, do you know those like pre-torn jeans? Like you buy the
Yeah.
jeans and they already like,
Oh, yeah.
torn to
Ripped
Well,
jeans.
like shit. Okay, imagine a T-shirt that's like that, and the T-shirt looks like that because like on the chest, like you see like from above, it's like Jeff the Land Shark who has been eating away at the shirt.
Oh, that's
fun.
cute.
Nice.
It's like the sleeve is torn, like there's a bunch of like
Mhm.
holes everywhere.
Yeah.
And Jeff's been eating the shirt.
Oh, I love that.
All right.
All right. Are we ready for mine?
Hey, Tanner?
Yeah, so
Okay,
you can
So
share the
I am
screen if
going
you'd
to
like.
describe this, and then I'll show you the screen.
All right.
So, this is a very simple design. We've got
Simple but elegant.
simple but elegant, and I would definitely wear this at least. So we've got Deadpool, and he's kind of hanging out, and he's pointing up at you, the person wearing the shirt, and he is simply saying, "I'm with stupid." Let me show. Where can I share screen?
At the bottom.
Otherwise, you can maybe like send it to the group chat. Maybe we can
Yeah.
all see it there.
yeah.
Okay. Either way, it's
share.
Yeah,
fine.
the audience isn't gonna see this.
That's
There's
true. I
the
just wanna
share
show
button
y'all.
at the bottom.
Yeah, there's a share button.
Share
at the
screen. I
bottom.
just saw it. I just found it. Okay.
Yippee!
Here is our I'm with
Mock-up.
stupid. Our mock up. Why is it?
Oh,
I can see.
Yeah, there we go.
That's good.
That is my t-shirt. I was stupid, and it's pointing up
Okay.
at the person wearing the shirt.
It looks like it's pointing at Connor, and I feel like you're insulting my
Nice.
teammate. Should there be a plain talking thing happening
Penalty.
here?
That's deserved.
Deadpool insults everybody equally. That's why he's the best.
That's unsportsmanlike conduct.
It's only pointing at Connor if Connor's wearing the shirt.
Okay,
Oh.
yeah. Technically, it's not pointing at anybody on my screen because everybody's on the side for
too.
me.
I will say
Oh,
on my
okay.
screen it's pointing at Darren.
Oh.
Even worse. Huh?
I'm sorry. I guess I'm
Isn't that
insulting
cool,
both
dude?
of the people on the other team. I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
didn't
Good
mean
going,
to.
Tanner. That's a great design.
Yeah,
That's exactly the intent.
It was supposed to be self-deprecating. When you're wearing this
Mhm.
shirt, you're stupid that Deadpool is with. That's the only
Alright.
T-shirt I've designed, unfortunately. But for
That's
this
alright.
anyway,
So,
I
Anyways,
designed
that
another one,
is-
but it does not qualify for this.
all right.
Alright, so I'm gonna give this one on to Cotter and Darren. I really like the Jeff the Land
That's
Shark
fair.
one.
How many points is this round worth again?
10 points.
All
Okay.
right, so we're tied
So
up.
tied.
We're tied up.
Tied up, so we got
It's anyone's
something to
game.
prove. We got
Yep.
something to prove, Logan.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, so Logan and Tanner will
Oh
be
yeah, we go
starting,
first.
and
This
we
is
Alright.
funny.
and
Do you want me to go with this one, Tanner?
and-
You can go with this one if you want.
team up between two characters.
All right. I'm so glad we got to do this immediately after I'm a stupid.
Yes.
Like being able to go back to back. So this one, it's another shirt, obviously. Deadpool's there. He's with She-Hulk. They are both pointing up, and it says, "We're with stupid."
Okay.
We don't have a mock-up for this one. We thought of
I
this one this morning.
unfortunately do not have a mock-up for that one, but
It's
it is our
alright.
second shirt. We are with stupid.
Yeah.
All right, Connor, Darren.
All right, Darren, you said you wanted to do this one.
I'll do this one. I want to apologize in advance for this one.
Uh-oh.
So it's
scared.
Quicksilver from Age of Ultron
Oh no.
and Daredevil, and it says you didn't see that coming, did you?
I had a different image in my mind. When you said
I got
Quicksilver from Age of Ultron, I was picturing Captain America holding him like a shield.
Now you see, you've given me another
Very good.
idea for a later prompt.
Oh no.
Oh, we're coming up with ideas on the spot. I had so many written down. For things.
Boy. Anyway,
a few
those
different
are
issues.
the options. We're with stupid, and you didn't see that coming.
I think that you your passionateness about being stupid has won me over.
Yes, the sequel was better.
If it
The
doesn't
sequel was
work
better than
once,
the
try
original,
it
just like
again.
The sequel made more money than the original.
All right.
Oh, that's so funny.
So Darren and Connor will be starting this one, and it will be a Marvel character and a DC character.
Okay. Do you want to do this one, Connor?
Yeah, I'll do this one. Okay, so it's going to be Captain America and the Golden Age Flash, Jay Garrick.
Fun.
It's
I
like
like that.
them back to back. It's the shirt's gonna be like kind of like a muted, like a brownish color, just like the grimy aesthetic of World War II.
Yeah.
Nothing. It just like the little caption goes, "Kicking it old school." Because it's like
I like that. I would wear that.
Oh, that's cool, actually.
Not to prop up the competition, but I would wear that.
We got to make these T-shirts after we're done, guys.
Yeah, we should.
And it's like
especially
them, like,
we're
running
like
side
stupid.
by
Like,
side.
Yeah.
All right. Logan.
Okay, Logan, you got this one?
All right, I'll run point. Okay, so this one character from Marvel, Howard the Duck. One character from DC, Detective Chimp.
Okay.
So this concept, we're involving a third character, but this character will not be there. There's going to be so they're in this room, this like fancy looking like billiard room or something like that. And then there's a chalk outline on the floor. Spider-Ham. He's dead. And Detective Chimp and Howard the Duck are tasked with investigating this crime. And so Howard the Duck has a quote. He says, "Looks like this pork's been chopped."
And that
is
the
our
shirt.
All right.
So they're investigating the murder of Spider-Ham with "looks like this pork's been shot" as the pun that he's saying.
Connor is dying over there.
We're boned.
I think I gotta go with Logan and Tara on that one.
Yeah!
I'm not even mad.
I'm
That was an addition
surprised.
this morning. We had, like-
I'm surprised that Tanner was okay with Spider-Ham
I was
dying.
too.
The pun sold it. Plus, he's on the shirts, kind of.
We had 4 things written from beforehand that we discussed it. This one was added this morning.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So,
it's our turn. Oh, I want to describe this one, please.
Yeah. I think this is your idea. So yeah.
This was my idea.
This is a Marvel character and a non-Marvel character.
All right,
Yeah.
so this is gonna be something fun. All right. So this T-shirt, you're gonna notice that a lot of my ideas are Deadpool. So this T-shirt involves Deadpool, and he's standing there. He's looking a little awkward because right in front of him is Pinocchio from Disney's Pinocchio. He's got his arms crossed and he's angry, and he's saying like, "You said I would do what?" If you remember the line in Deadpool and Wolverine where he says, "It's like Pinocchio stuck his nose up my ass and started lying up a storm." So that is what we are calling back to.
I don't remember that line, but okay.
Oh, no, it's
Wow.
like-
It was when he
like
found out that
that
Magneto
Magneto
had
was dead.
died off screen
Yeah.
and he destroyed his helmet. He's like, "Oh, fuck, now Disney decides to get cheats like Pinocchio stuck his nose up my ass and started lying up a storm."
So it's Pinocchio confronting Deadpool saying, "You said I would do what?"
All right. I think I got this one, Daren.
Okay, perfect.
You're probably
I
gonna
did.
win.
All right. So my original idea was just gonna be like Deadpool and the Mask.
Oh, cool.
But then when you brought up Age of Ultron Quicksilver, I had a better idea. So Quicksilver's corpse just dead on the ground.
Nice way
White
to
shirt,
start.
just like a big red stain there. And then you got SpongeBob next to him.
Oh my
And he
god.
goes, "Wow, you have more holes than I do."
Whoa! I have another idea. SpongeBob's standing there. He's like, "Well, I'm not soaking that up."
I was thinking of that one too.
Yeah.
But,
Oh, that's crazy.
okay, that's what I got.
Both of ours are really unhinged for this one.
Yeah, these are
I
kind of
love it.
dark in different ways.
These two. Oh man. And
Neither of these would be actually sold because the companies
God.
that are
Oh
behind
yeah,
them,
they
No.
could.
like Nickelodeon would
No.
not like that, and Disney would not like ours.
No.
That's awesome.
I
Maybe
think
it's
as
just like
well
a
though.
legally distinct SpongeBob.
Yeah,
I
Sponge Robert.
I love both. I think I laughed even harder at SpongeBob. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's
go
fair.
with that one.
I had to
I also
explain the
think
joke.
I also think the explaining the joke with the other. I feel like not a lot of people would be willing to wear that in public because they would. I don't think most people would be willing to just go tell a random person if a random person asks, "Hey, what does your shirt mean?" Oh, it's about how Pinocchio shoving his nose up Deadpool's ass.
Yeah, but of course, on
Yeah.
contrary, everybody wants to wear a shirt with the bloodied corpse of Quicksilver.
I don't think anyone's buying any of our shirts.
No.
Either of our shirts this
Maybe
time.
the I'm with stupid, the we're with stupid one, and
No, just for this round. The other round had
yeah,
some
no, the other
ones
rounds
that people
maybe,
would buy.
but like,
Yeah.
That's funny. Okay.
I also really like the Jeff idea, by the way, from the first round. That was really good.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, that was cute. All right.
And the one you did last round, that was really, really good.
Oh,
The
the
Howard the Duck, yeah.
Howard the Duck.
But
Oh
you
yeah,
saw me breaking down.
I
because
did. That was
Mhm.
really funny.
That was too good of an idea.
Oh
Thought of
man.
it this morning.
All right. So
All right, we got the next one.
Is it? No. Oh yeah. Did you?
Yeah,
finish, or did they finish that?
Oh
last
no,
one?
it's their turn now.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Yes.
Iron Daren. You'll be sorry. This last one. Probably the hardest of the artists out of the t-shirts is a whole Avengers team of characters.
Mm-hmm. I'm cheating a little bit with this.
Ruh-roh.
And
Again.
I'm pandering a little bit too.
Oh no.
But I legitimately think this is a really, really good shirt design, and I think we would all buy this shirt. So it's the 2012 Avengers lineup. They're all in their circle, but it's all She-Hulk. All
It's
6 of them
just
are
She-Hulk.
just She-Hulk with the Captain
They're
America
kind of like
shield,
the
with
Tanner.
the
You have a
Iron Man
Deadpool
suit.
version of that.
I do. Yeah.
Oh, do
From
you?
Deadpool and Wolverine. It's the first poster though, and it's all Deadpool's face on all their bodies.
Including Fury.
Well, I mean, I
Including
came up with
Fury.
the first. Obviously, Disney just stole from
They
me.
stole this from
And
you.
then traveled
They went
back
back
in
in
time to do it
time.
before
They had
you.
Cable's time
Yeah.
machine, and they.
Yeah. but to double down on it, like I think it works within the She-Hulk series because how much
Yeah.
of that show was them like with
Yeah.
the shield and with the hammer and like it makes sense that she would be up in here cosplaying as all the various Avengers.
It's all of the Avengers merch.
Yeah.
Oh, God,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
I want Avengers merch so bad,
Oh,
actually.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Right.
So, Logan, Tanner.
I've got
All
this
right.
one if you don't mind. Unless you
Yeah.
want to.
You can go.
Okay. So ours is actually ours is kind of cute, I think.
Then
For
there's
our
my
last
idea,
one.
so I was kind of surprised that you wanted it. But
Oh,
that's
do
okay.
you want to say it? You can
No,
say
you
it.
can do it because I did your idea with the Lilo and Stitch one earlier.
Okay. So we on this one, you know that famous painting of dogs playing poker? Instead of dogs playing poker, we've got the pet Avengers. So we've got Howard the Duck, not Howard the Duck,
Damn
sorry. We got Lucky the Pizza Duck. That's fun. That would be funny actually. Add him there. But we got
he's there.
yeah, we got Howard the Duck now because I just said that. And we got Lucky the Pizza Dog. We got Lockjaw. We got Jeff. We got Cosmo. And we got Dogpool. All of them are just sitting around the table and playing poker.
Oh yeah. I think I'm gonna go with the Avengers play poker.
Let's go.
That's
I
the
think that
better
was very
pitch.
creative
You're right.
one.
You're right.
I
you.
liked yours a lot, Darren.
I like all the She-Hulks, yeah. Very
Yeah.
pandering. Very kung fu pandering.
Yeah.
Second
I'm gonna start
pitch-
using that in my everyday vernacular now. Is kung fu pandering.
Yeah, that's really good.
I've coined something beautiful today.
Second pitch that just like literally came to mind is to get the like Rogers the musical like cast and put them on a
Oh,
t-shirt.
that'd be cool.
I would really wear.
Yeah,
I
doing
would-
the Avenger Circle, like yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. And
You were like,
Ant-Man's just there.
Disneyland when they had
'Cause-
Yeah.
and Ant-Man's just there because he was in the play for some
He's like,
reason.
that doesn't look
I-
like
Ant-Man was there, remember, in Endgame.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, like, you think that was an intentional reference to the Endgame thing, or was that
Kinda, I think,
just them
maybe.
being just them trying to be funny?
Yeah.
Like,
I think it
because
was-
really
Yeah.
wouldn't
Of course he
actually
was there. We just didn't see
fit
him.
because
I don't think it was intentional.
I
but
think,
they
um,
knew that you can
I
interpret
think
it
that
would be
Scott
time
just
travel.
spoke to the people about it and was like, "Hey, I was there, by the way."
maybe they read his book.
Known. Yeah,
I
Scott's
really
book.
wish that that Marvel would make a full on Rogers musical and put it on Disney Plus.
I would watch that.
there is
They
a full
did one at
Rogers
Disneyland
musical.
for a minute.
Yeah,
I wish I
Disneyland.
could
Yeah,
have
I
seen it.
watched it.
Yeah, but like actually outside everybody could see on Disney Plus.
Yeah, like an
and not-
actual like recording of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they did with Hamilton.
hmm
Yes, per shot. That's
Yes,
the
that'd
thing.
be cool.
So, for the fourth round,
yeah?
You have to
well, what are the
imagine-
points?
Oh
Where
yeah,
are we at?
I
Scores.
forgot. All right, so our points for this one is will be a Logan and Tanner with 60 points, points, and Daren and Connor with 40 points.
Ooh, we're
all right.
strengthening that
Good.
gap.
We gotta
It's
lock
still
in.
anybody's
Lock in
game.
there.
Anybody's game still, guys. There's
Just
so
you
much
wait till
going.
our just you wait till our final
Change my
question. We got a
technique.
good
It
one.
can't just be
All
She-Hulk
right,
for every
so-
round.
Yeah,
I don't think we can do She-Hulk for any of these for the next round.
Yeah, that's
yeah, because
She
she's
didn't
been
like her adaptation.
adapted.
Right. So for
Wrong
the
podcast
fourth
for that,
round,
dude.
I know.
imagine I'm Kevin Feige. You have to
Hey,
pick a
Kev.
Marvel character and convince me why they deserve an MCU adaptation. And each winning prompt is worth 10 points.
Right.
And our first one will be any character that's never been adapted at least in live action. So the
Perfect.
action will be starting with I think it's Connor and Darren.
I think it's me and Tanner,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, I think
I
it would
thought
be
so
good.
too.
Yeah.
Doug's playing poker
Yeah,
setup.
And Logan,
Yeah.
you're taking point on this one.
Yes, I love this one.
Alright.
Because there are a lot of characters that I love that haven't been adapted yet. For example, the totally awesome Hulk, Amadeus Cho.
Okay.
That is our choice.
Um,
And our reasoning is, one, I just love that character. I've read a lot of Champions, and he's really good in that. I want to start him as totally awesome Hulk before we get him into Brawn, just because that's like an arc that we can do, and that sets up longevity for storytelling. And then also, I know that a common critique of the MCU as of late has been that the Hulk has been, I don't want to say nerfed because I don't believe he's been fully nerfed, but he's been
Sidelined.
held back a little bit, sidelined a little bit. And it's partially because they made him into the Smart Hulk, which has been fun.
And because of
but,
Universal.
yeah, because of Universal too. But a lot of fans want him to revert back to the Savage Hulk. And I think that introducing the totally awesome Hulk, who is by default a Smart Hulk, would be a great way to give them an excuse to work Bruce Banner back into being Savage and then also keeping the Smart Hulk angle. So you can have this younger one who can carry franchise a little bit longer, because Hulk can carry franchise for a bit, but eventually they're going to have to retire him because Mark Ruffalo is just going to keep getting older as time moves on.
Yeah.
That's how time works. Yeah.
Almost 60, I think, right?
Wow.
Currently.
Yeah,
He looks
he's
pretty good
for his
then.
age. But yeah, so totally awesome Hulk, Amadeus Cho. He's a really good character. I also am just heavily biased towards the Champions because I love them so much. Yeah, I think he'd be really cool in the MCU, and it'd be really fun to see him interact with Kamala and some of the other younger characters, as well as Banner and She-Hulk.
All right.
not
Did a
to
little kung fu
dispute your
pandering
pick.
myself too.
Not to dispute it because he hasn't been adapted in live action, but he was in this newest season of Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
Yes, but that's not
I'm
live
excited.
action, so we get away with
Yes,
it.
yes. Yeah, no. I'm not arguing it. I'm just saying.
Also, he wasn't
just
I know, I
adding
thought about
on to
that
it.
too.
I'm excited to see it.
But we
yeah.
didn't have a backup, so I was screwed.
We didn't have a backup. You're right. We didn't.
I would have gone with Viv Vision then, probably.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, Hulk.
Just any other champion that hasn't been adapted.
Connor and Darren.
All right. Do you want me to do this one? I feel good
Yeah.
about this one.
Go ahead.
All right.
Yeah, go for it.
So, for a character that's never been adapted before, Mr. Feige, I want to present to you Stiltman.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's about time.
It's about
You got
time.
Daredevil Born Again Season 2 coming up. You got Wilson Fisk, martial law over the city, and you got Daredevil assembling the defenders to take Fisk down. But you see, what Fisk needs is surveillance. He needs an eye in the sky to look down on the people, show them who's boss, so nobody can sneak up on old Wilson Fisk. How better to do that than good old Wilbur Day, Stiltman? Got a guy walking around, and then you can do some cool fight scenes where Daredevil's using his billy club to swing around on Stiltman's body. Why stop at one Stiltman? Get an entire battalion of Stiltmen.
I want to see them adapt that one part of, I think, Ultimate Spider-Man, where he makes the joke about how he's going to use a very complicated way to take him down and just like trips him.
Sophisticated technique.
Mhm.
And trips him. Yeah.
It's a
So
great
they're
panel.
like
It's a
swinging
great panel
around
page.
through
It's a
all
great
the
page.
Stiltmen.
Army
Maybe
of
it's like-
Stiltmen.
Maybe it's a Spider-Man shows up and they do the same AT-AT thing from like wrap around the legs from Civil War and Empire Strikes Back, but they do that to all the Stiltmen and they all fall
I
down
should do
like
a Spider
dominoes.
Stiltman.
And that's how they take down Kingpin's like surveillance network of a bunch of Stiltmen.
Yeah, they're all wearing the Punisher logo because they're the anti-vigilante Stiltman.
The anti-vigilante
And even then,
Stiltman.
you may not have fully adapted him, but we do know Stiltman does exist in the MCU.
That's true.
Oh, so it
Based
doesn't
off
count then.
Daredevil season 1 in
The
Melvin
background of the
Potter's
shop, yeah.
garage. You see the makings of the Stiltman armor, but we've never seen the man in the suit.
Never seen the man in the stilts.
The man in
Yeah.
the stilts.
Mhm.
The man in the stilt coat.
All right.
Mhm.
This is definitely one that I think is difficult on one hand, and I'll always want more Hulks in the MCU. But on the other
Exactly,
hand, adding a character that'll actually make a Daredevil show more fun on not as serious is I also really like that.
Unless Stiltman is like super gritty.
Can I
I
do
don't
say
know
one
how you would
thing?
make a character like Stiltman super gritty.
Can I make one point? One more
You make his
point.
stilt only like 2 feet tall.
I will say Amadeus Cho, depending on how you count it, Amadeus Cho technically is in the MCU.
No, he's not. I know what you're
His
gonna
mother
say.
is.
He was in Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
That's
yeah,
not
no,
in the
we've-
MCU.
yeah, no,
Right,
that's-
you said, yeah.
that's,
And he was almost in Brave New World, but his scenes were cut.
Therefore, he's not been adapted yet.
Yeah.
He was almost adapted, but almost doesn't matter. Stiltman was also almost adapted because his stilts are in the background of a show.
Yeah.
So,
That's the stilts, not the man.
yeah, and
That's
Amadeus
half the
didn't even
guy.
show up. At least Stiltman exists canonically in the MCU. Amadeus, we don't know for sure yet.
True. I think I'm gonna go with Amadeus Cho.
Yeah.
All right. So next we'll be having Connor and Daren start, and it will be an obscure character.
All
That
right.
was difficult.
Darren, I feel really good about this one.
Okay, go ahead.
All right.
Good,
So,
because I've never heard of
It's
this one.
Stiltman again, isn't it?
no, it's not. But
Stiltman
It is
and
for-
his amazing
Stilt for another
friends.
show.
even stiltier.
Sorry,
All right.
Stilt woman this time, to be different.
Mr. Fi You mean Lady Stiltman?
I forgot
Is that
there
a
was a
thing?
lady stilt man.
That's a thing?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Of course that's a
Mr.
There's a lot
Feige.
of there's a lot
Mr.
of
Feige.
wild lady characters in the comics.
Mr. Feige, I know you gotta know that one of your best pieces of talent working for you right now is Iman Vellani's Miss Marvel.
Very true.
And I know her first season did all right. The movie she was in didn't do great, but she still has a lot of value to bring to your company. And I feel like for season 2, she should get a season 2, and her villain, and the villain of that season should be the villain of one of her first books, The Inventor.
Yours is better than ours.
Now, if I assume
That's my
you're familiar-
bias, though. Tanner's going to disagree.
Now, I assume you're familiar with the Inventor, but for the rest of your board of directors who does not know, the Inventor is a clone of Thomas Edison, but his head is replaced with that of a cockatiel's. And in the original Miss Marvel story, the Inventor's whole ethos is that the current generation of children, they are a complete drain on society. So the only way to make them bring any value to the world is to use them as human batteries. Now, looking at the current political climate today, there's a lot of people that feel kind of helpless. They aren't able to do anything to help. So I think a big theme that you could do for the next season of Miss Marvel is to show what the kind of impact that the youngest generation, the kids, can have to do good on the world, contrasted by the nihilism and cynicism of the Inventor. I think it could really help Miss Marvel become a great inspiration for young people everywhere. And that is what you want to do with superheroes, Mr. Feige. You want to use them to inspire. And I think by using the Inventors, Miss Marvel can do that the best.
All right. Tanner and Logan.
All right.
Tanner,
Thanks
you have
for...
a point. This is yours.
I gotcha. Thanks for having me, Kev. So we are
I didn't know you were on nickname basis. That's nice.
So we are going with an obscure character. And my obscure character is one of my absolute favorite characters in the Marvel Universe. His name is Bob, Agent of Hydra. I would like to introduce Hydra Bob into the next Deadpool film. Yes, Connor, you're raising your hand like in school.
Bob was in the first Deadpool movie.
That's not
That's
MCU.
just hey, it said obscure character. Didn't say never adapted before. That was the last round. Bob can get a new adaptation in the
And
MCU.
even so, this is not in the
This is a
Deadpool is
new
not in the
timeline.
MCU yet, technically.
What I'm saying is, when Deadpool inevitably joins the greater MCU, which, like, we all know it's going to happen eventually, he could meet up with, he could have some encounters with what remains of Hydra. Because, like, yeah, sure, they say they're gone, but, like, cut off one head, two more take its place. Intro Bob, this random middle-aged man who is down on his luck, needs a little cash, and the cheapest option, like the most like widely hiring option, is of course the evil organization of Hydra. He's just there for the paycheck. That's all he cares about. So he joins in Hydra and Deadpool in the next Deadpool movie, or in my idea is a TV show about Bob where Deadpool is a supporting character and all of the antics he gets up to while being the only person in Hydra who is not evil. And then also
when you're down on your luck,
Deadpool's...
obviously the right decision is to become a Nazi. It works for grifters.
But yeah, he'll eventually leave Hydra and become Deadpool's full-time sidekick,
who still dresses like a Hydra agent.
Yeah, because it's the only clothes that he has for this sort of thing. He can't afford, on a Hydra salary, he can't afford that much.
All right, I'm gonna have to go with Cotter and Daren on this.
You have to go with that. That's so much better. I wish I would have thought of adapting
the
Miss
idea
Marvel
of the Avenger. All right, so
that was risky, Connor, doing a Miss Marvel villain with me on the podcast. You're lucky I didn't think of that. But you also got to go first, so that was fortunate.
It was also the gamble of, if you were on here, I could use you to help win John over.
Yes, yeah. That was the correct answer. No. I need Miss Marvel season 2, and that would be one of the best villains to go with. Either that or the Doc X virus, I think, would be really good.
We're getting off subject.
That's the one in Marvel wants. Anyway, sorry, Miss Marvel.
It'll be
continue.
Logan and Tanner are starting this one off, and it will be a team that has not been adapted.
You want this one, Logan?
Sure. Right. So I really wanted to say the champions, but they're pretty much guaranteed at this point. So I feel like it's going to be a terrible adaptation of them, but it's on the way. So I can't really defend saying them.
Ours is a little bit of a stretch, but we're going to work it.
No, this is a genuinely real team that's never been adapted.
Yeah,
a team with their name has been adapted, but not this one.
Yeah.
I want to adapt the Defenders.
Okay.
I thought about that too. It grabbed my mind.
Namor, Silver Surfer, Valkyrie. All these characters exist within Marvel Studios' realm. Yeah. And eventually, after Secret Wars, I'm assuming the worlds are going to be merged, so that's not going to be a problem with Silver Surfer anymore. But this is a very interesting team who feel like the most random assortment of people that you could possibly imagine.
Really
and
powerful
that's
people,
what's
though.
so fun about it, because last time we had one of those, we got Thunderbolts, and that was critically received very, very well. So also, a little bit more Kung Fu pandering is because we have the Hulk on this team. Smash trivia, John. Hulk. Doctor Strange is really fun in team dynamics. I love him. Namor is a very popular character with his adaptation in Wakanda Forever being very well received. Silver Surfer, Fantastic Four was pretty well received, and people like her in that. And Valkyrie is just fun and like one of the best parts of Love and Thunder, which is a movie I didn't very much enjoy, but I liked her in it.
And what's she up to now anyway? Who cares? Like just put her in.
Yeah. It's just, this is a team that like sounds like it shouldn't work, and that's exactly why I think it would work.
All right. Daren and Connor.
All right, Daren, you take lead on this one.
Okay. You guys said I couldn't do it for this round. I couldn't pander for this round, but I can do it. I found a loophole. Let's adapt the Hulk Agents of Smash TV.
I almost said that, you son of a...
Give me Hulk. Give me Red Hulk. Give me A-Bomb. Give me She-Hulk.
Yeah.
A-Bomb would have been a good one to say for a character who hasn't been adapted yet.
Yeah, Rick Jones in general, actually.
Let's just bring Seth Green back again. Let him be A-Bomb in this too.
Sure.
He's already,
we don't have to see him
what
in
the hell,
form.
Sure.
It writes itself $1 billion.
Oh,
give it to me.
$1 smash-billion.
Oh, we're screwed.
Harrison Ford. We'll have the Hulk on that team. And ours was less obvious pandering.
That kid that played the Wizard's son in Stargirl, he played Scar in the 5 seconds he was at the end of She-Hulk.
To quote Bruce Banner, we are so screwed now.
Like quite literally the last like 10 seconds he's like, I have a great one for this. I was like, yeah, but for the bit, let me do.
Yeah, I was
for the bit.
What one? Oh, the Masters. Oh, that would have been a good team. Yeah,
that would have been cool. But yeah,
I liked Agents of Smash more.
That's pretty
It's funny.
good.
Tanner and I did genuinely think about that one.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta go with Agents of Smash.
I knew it.
Ah!
All right.
Okay.
Kung
The
Fu
Kung Fu
pandering
pandering
works
strikes
again.
I mean, it is Smashy's choice.
Yeah.
We
It's
had
got
Hulk.
Smash in the
We had a
name.
Hulk.
We have a Hulk.
And we have more interesting characters too.
What's more
Wow.
better, one Hulk or X?
No, I'm not saying that those characters aren't interesting. I'm just saying our characters make no sense together, whereas they're all the same thing. That's a very kind of boring team when you think about it, because they all do
Well,
the same
they
thing.
made 2 really popular Spider-Verse movies, so like who knows?
Yeah, and
Who
I'm
cares?
tired of that concept too. I don't like that concept. It's a fluke that those are good.
Logan, you're gonna get
I
kicked
think-
off the podcast pretty soon
the-
if you keep shit talking the Agents of
the
Smash.
I'm not shit talking the Agents of Smash. I grew up with that show.
The best way to do it is do the same thing that they did with the show, which is make it a mockumentary, because and it's honestly wild to me that the show was a mockumentary, but it's really cool.
I loved it. Yeah, it was really fun.
The way to do that, so it does feel unique. All right. So, our next one will be started by Connor and Daren, and it will be a character that has been adapted already in the past, but deserves a better adaptation.
Okay.
Yours
do you
or
want to
mine
do
for
this one, or do you want me to?
Hold on.
Up to
Send
you.
me a message of which one yours is.
Hey Tanner, I have to do this next one. Okay.
Yeah, I know you're running point on this one, and we can
Yeah,
figure
this
out
is
the
my
last
soapbox.
one. Because like you have the whole sheet for the
Oh,
last.
You
last
can do the
one.
next one.
I like
yeah.
yours
Yeah.
more. Do yours.
Yeah, mine. Okay, cool. All right, we are going with a character that has appeared in a movie this year. They've appeared in this movie, but I still felt
I know
very
it.
kind of
okay,
heartbreaking
yeah.
with what was done.
I
with
know it
them.
immediately, and I agree.
It is Taskmaster.
Yes.
I thought you were gonna say Captain America.
Wow, what?
No.
Joking.
Damn,
No,
I'm
no.
joking. I
That's
knew it was gonna be
crazy.
Trying to get me canceled up in here. Holy crap. No, I
No, it's definitely Taskmaster. That's a great answer. I wish I would have thought of that.
Really,
I like our
unfortunate.
answer.
Because that's a villain I've always really enjoyed watching. I thought they were always very cool, and I defended that character going into the movie because you obviously had all the worst people being like, they made them a woman, how could they? I was like, that's fine as long as they're a sick character, and it's not that they weren't. I felt like they didn't do enough with that character to justify who they are and all the coolness around that character. But I was like, all right, guys, Thunderbolts is going to be their time to really fix this character, give her something really cool, and turn her into the character we all know. She died off in the first 15 seconds she was on screen.
Yeah.
And listen, you don't have to change continuities. I think you could still do the OG Taskmaster that's either inspired by this one or she was a predecessor of this one. I think you can still do that character in a very cool way in the Marvel universe that makes sense. I've even thrown out the idea of okay, the Young Avengers that could actually be kind of cool, this character that knows all the previous Avengers moveset. So this new Avengers have to come up and be like, yeah, but you don't know ours. We're new. You don't know about us yet. I think there's some coolness to be had there. I think it'd be awesome to kind of redo that character.
Mind if I add something there?
Yeah, of course. Go ahead.
I also, one thing that I feel like is underrated about Taskmaster's character is that when they're introduced, their whole thing is that they were the one that was training henchmen. Whenever big organizations need henchmen, Taskmaster's the guy that trains them so they can actually do shit. So I feel like you do something fun where it's once the first time Taskmaster fights the Young Avengers, he starts putting together his own team to train a bunch of other kids, evil children, to fight the Young Avengers.
Sure, yeah.
I also want him in a Deadpool movie because he's really cool in the current Deadpool
run. That could be cool.
Also, we got to do that thing where it's Taskmaster and Bullseye playing golf together.
Yes.
Yeah.
That would be so funny. Okay, that's a really strong one.
All right.
We have a strong one too.
We do.
Don't shit talk this one.
I'm not.
Okay,
I just like Taskmaster a lot. Logan's got this one. He's got this.
Yeah, so this character has gotten a heavy focus in movies previously. Oh, movies plural. No, it's in one movie.
One movie.
She got a heavy focus. She's one of my all-time favorite characters, and she was done so incredibly dirty. Rogue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rogue. I almost said
too.
Gambit, but Deadpool and Wolverine did a little bit of work. That's still kind of a parody of Gambit, but that's beside the point. Rogue is such a good character. She's
Yeah.
got a lot of depth, which they vaguely explore in the movie, but not nearly enough. She's incredibly powerful. That was slightly limited to the fact that X-Men couldn't use Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Now we've got Captain Marvel. Put Rogue, give her her powers, let her kick ass. She's got so much personality that was so subdued by the adaptation that they're doing. And like she's got it all. She's super like I don't even know. She's like extra. She's like very
Yeah.
self-confident. She's very like
Southern.
Southern, yeah. Like that accent is strong
It's
and like
very
with
deep,
all of that
yeah.
and like she's just such a fun, interesting character, and she's one of the
Yeah.
best X-Men characters in my opinion. I'm not at all biased.
She's got a strong
Disney
dynamic with the
Great
team in the
X-Men.
comics too, and you don't really
Yeah.
feel that as much in the movies because
Yeah,
she's kind of
no.
like she's a protagonist in the first one, and then she's just like on the sidelines for the rest of the entire franchise, and it's like it's such a shame because it's such a cool character.
She's also got such a great costume, like
Yeah.
the bomb
Yeah.
jacket, super cool. The green and yellow costume is great. Or the green and white one if you want to do that. She's got an interesting arc because she starts out as a
Yeah.
villain and then she becomes a hero. Like, adapt that. People love that.
Yeah.
Just yeah, Rogue is such a great character, and Fox completely wasted her. And her relationship with Gambit is also super interesting, which they never did. Gambit and Rogue have both been in movies. Neither of them have shared the screen.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's my soapbox. Rogue.
That's
We need
really
a good Rogue.
good.
There are a few other
This
characters
is
These
a-
are
I thought
both
about.
strong options. I don't know
This
how
is
you're
a,
gonna
Yeah.
this is a really hard one. I think that I'm gonna have to go with Daren and Connor just because I love the idea of Taskmaster as the villain for the Young Avengers was a lot. Like that really won me over with that one.
Damn.
I thought that that was
Should've
such a
pitched
fun
Rogue.
idea.
Marvel 3.
Rogue was a great one though. Like,
Oh yeah,
like,
absolutely.
As soon as
Yeah.
you said it, I was
I-
like, "Oh God damn it, that's great."
I really like.
I was a
Other
little
options
nervous
I
there.
had written down were Darwin because he was fucked over in first class, and the one that we almost went with was Craven the Hunter.
There's a bunch I could have gone with. Like,
There's
I
so
could've
many
been, like,
characters.
Ultron and like a lot of those guys. Like, there's
I actually
a lot.
really liked Ultron because he's not supposed to be Ultron from the comics.
Yeah.
He's what if
Yeah.
Tony Stark created Ultron. So to me,
I
that's a good
agree. I
adaptation.
just wanted more of him. I
I want more of him
Well,
too.
we're getting more.
We
We're
are
getting
getting
more
more
than
than
Getting
that.
more. Yeah, we are.
Also,
true. You're right.
before my answer, before we went with Taskmaster, I was actually gonna say someone else from Thunderbolts who was adapted poorly. Songbird.
Yeah.
Oh, Songbird,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, she's barely in that. Like
Yeah.
nobody would know that's her.
Yeah, if you don't know the comics, you don't know.
I
like,
hope they
she
get
is.
more.
I remember
Hope they get
before
more
the
time.
film came out, I don't remember if it was the director or if it was the actress who plays her, but like someone was saying, was trying to tease that there would be something big with her character,
And
it was
then nothing happened.
Yeah. I
Mhm.
wonder if it was cut.
Probably.
A lot was
They
cut
probably
from
filmed
the last-
something. There were a
Yeah.
lot cut with the
Reminds
last.
me,
three
it reminded me
movies
of when back when WandaVision came out, and multiple
the
times
aerospace
different
engineer?
people from
Yeah.
the cast or the crew who kept telling us, "Oh, there's gonna be this big things
Cameo.
happening." Like with Paul Bettany talking about.
He's like, this is an actor I've always wanted to act against,
And then
it's
there was,
himself.
and then they also teased in the interviews the aerospace engineer. That was nothing.
Yeah,
too.
that was
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah,
There was a lot
Scrawl.
cut from the show. I think
I was
There
completely like dumbly, blindly hoping it was going to be Reed Richards,
Me
and I
too.
was totally
Yeah.
wrong.
I thought it was gonna be Blue Marvel.
That made
Yeah,
more
no,
sense.
those were the
See?
two leading theories.
Oh yeah.
right.
So now for our final one for this round, will be Logan and Tanner starting,
Yes.
and it is a character that Marvel has made comics for, but that is not normally considered a Marvel character. So for the audience, some examples are Star Wars characters, are Alien, Predator, Mickey Mouse and Friends, Alf, Conan the Barbarian, G.I. Joe, Transformers, etc. So the audience has a bit of an idea of what I mean by that, because like when you say when a character has been made, had comics made by Marvel, you would think they would be considered a Marvel character, but these characters are definitely ones that are I think most people would agree they're not considered Marvel characters.
All right.
We had
So
some
we're
good
up
ones for
first?
this. No ideas.
Yeah,
you
so,
can go Ren Point.
Yeah, I got this. So, our character is interesting because I actually want to work them into a previous already established movie. And it would kind of change things. I had another idea I'm going to pitch at the end of this, Logan, for this idea that I just thought of. But
for
the character,
this character?
yes, for this,
Okay, cool.
for like a story beat for how we could work them in. So this character is actually two characters. We are going
One of
with
my
the
favorites.
Mandalorian and Grogu. We want to
Okay.
work
My favorites. My
and
favorite
I
Star Wars
want
characters.
to I want to work the Mandalorian and Grogu into the second Guardians of the Galaxy film. So as you know, after Rocket had stolen the Harbulary batteries, they are escaping off of the planet, and the High Priestess is really mad with them. So in the movie, she of course sends the Ravagers to get them, but in this version, I want to send the Ravagers as well, but also the Mandalorian and Grogu. There's a bounty on their head, so they send them after them. They have like some sort of fight scene until they wind up getting along. Baby Groot and Baby Yoda, or Grogu as he's now called. I want to see those characters interact because I think that would be adorable and pretty chaotic. And I like
And
the idea
heavily merchandisable.
and heavily merchandisable.
absolutely.
Imagine having both of those big characters in that movie.
I've
And
got
then
a
I
friend who
like
would
the
like freak out
idea.
about that.
Yeah. And I like the idea of them ending up joining the Guardians of the Galaxy and becoming members of that team. I think that could be a really fun dynamic to have in play. Anything you want to add to this, Logan? Because this is your
Yeah.
baby almost.
Yeah, this is my idea. Tanner's mostly explaining it because one, he had that good idea for it, and then also because I wanted to run point on the final round because it's a long paragraph. But yeah, so you know how it's really fun to see the Mandalorian super confused by everything in the Star Wars universe? Like, does this look Jedi to you and all that kind of stuff? Imagine him now thrown into the Marvel universe. Like, there's a lot of really funny opportunities there. Like, especially if he makes it back to Earth and he like discovers the concept of like the Hulk or Ant-Man or Spider-Man or any of that kind of stuff. Like, the Mandalorian, what makes him so funny to me is that he takes everything like super seriously, but he's also utterly confused about a lot of things because he knows one thing and his whole thing is learning about these other things that he does not understand. So throwing him into the Marvel universe and like the jump points and like the all the different new alien species, he'd be super confused by Rocket Raccoon. Like that would be really fun. Like the whole concept of that. And Mandalorian's just also just such a great character, and Grogu too. So having them, because they're like a package deal, so we're kind of cheating, but not really, because like wherever I go, he goes. Having them in the Marvel universe, especially with the Guardians of the Galaxy, I think he'd have such a great dynamic with a lot of those characters, like especially Quill and Rocket.
All right.
And of course, Baby Groot with Baby Yoda would be amazing.
All right, Connor and Daren.
All right, so for this one, this is a bit of a deep cut, but it all kind of comes together. Are you familiar with a character known as Death's Head?
Is that
No,
not?
I'm not.
I could have sworn that was a Marvel character.
Well, this is where things get interesting. Death's Head is someone from the Marvel Transformers comics.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, because Marvel did an action figure of him as an exclusive to Comic-Con like 2 years ago.
Yeah, so he's, like a robotic bounty hunter, although, like, apparently he's also calls himself a freelance peacekeeping agent. Like, he's
Peacemaker, got it.
Mm-hmm.
So he just gets, like, sent, like, through, like, does a lot of time travel stuff, I guess. Like, he goes back in time to try and deal with, like, the leaders of, like, the Autobots and the Decepticons, like, fighting all those fucking alien robots. And then time travel gets involved because he fights Doctor Who.
Huh?
He fights the Doctor and
okay,
leading
I like that. I'm fine with that.
Ending up stealing, he collides with the TARDIS and then somehow ends up in like the Marvel side of things.
This sounds like. Have you guys seen that episode of Parks and Recreation where he's pitching like the Star Wars Marvel crossover?
Yes.
This very much feels like that.
No,
Yeah.
hold on. There's more.
Oh,
There's
no.
more. It can get weirder.
Yeah.
I woke him like a sleeper agent.
Yeah. That was one of my trigger phrases.
So he fights the Fantastic Four and eventually gets sent to the year 2020 to fight the Iron Man 2020.
Wow.
All that shit happens to him. So this is all like what Death's Head does. Basically, just think Cyborg Lobo with time travel, and then you think, wait a minute, there's another character in Marvel known as Death's Head, and that character is Karen Page's father. Paxton Page, the original Death's Head. So what if
You
Death's
combine
Head
them.
does all this, and then it's
Are you
revealed,
gonna put him in
I am
Daredevil?
Daredevil's stepdaddy.
This is. Yeah,
Oh.
oh god, yeah. Okay.
Oh.
So we just
Wait,
have this
I
guy bouncing all around to who knows what, and then we're just like, wait a minute. And then we realize he was already in the MCU the whole time because he's in that one flashback episode of Daredevil season 3.
So it doesn't count because he's already been adapted.
Gosh.
It's funny, Tanner and I also thought about Transformers characters. My second choice was Unicron to be a Fantastic Four villain.
Oh.
Very nice.
So they
No,
just send
we went with-
Galactus to eat him?
Huh?
So they just send Galactus to eat him?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't think about how they defeat him. I just thought that he feels like a
Planet,
person
right?
to fight the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Oh, so with I'm thinking that I'm gonna go with Death's Head and
Okay.
so I thought about as you were talking I thought of another Marvel character that feels just about the same as this character, which is Deathlock. He's also, I'm pretty sure, a cyborg from the future, but what ended up actually making me go towards yours, it's just how unhinged this idea of him being a Daredevil's stepfather is.
Yeah, so like obviously the original Death's Head of Paxton Page is like he isn't connected to all this. He's basically just like Dr. Phosphorus.
Uh,
But like we can just like the whole thing is that
Yeah.
the Transformers Death's Head is like some kind of energy being inside a robot body. So just take Karen Page's dad, shove it in a robot, let him wreck shit.
So
Nice.
for this fourth round, the points are Daren and Connor with 80 points, and Logan and Tanner with 70 points.
We're gonna win. We got a good
Come back.
final one. Don't worry.
It's all gonna
Alright,
come back
and
down
for
to the
our-
final round.
Yeah, that's
our
how it was
final
always gonna be.
round, the final round was gonna be where it's definitely gonna be decided.
Yeah, because we're only 10 points out, and it's 50 points. So no matter what,
Yep.
Yeah.
this is it.
Comes down to the final
So
one.
for the final round,
We get to go last. Last impression.
I want on you both teams to pitch me an Avengers film in as much detail as you want, but make sure to at least include your roster of Avengers, your pick of villain, and an idea of the what the story is enthrall me. All right, so we'll be starting with Connor and Daren.
All right, Darren, you take it away. I'll build on you.
I'm so
Okay,
scared. We only have
cool. So I already started talking about this earlier, and then I was like, I should stop just in case we end up using this for this actual pitch. But I think after Ironheart, it had kind of clicked in my head that they were building a narrative throughout Phase 4, around Phase 5, going into Phase 6, about grief, about trauma, about how characters deal with that. And coming out of Ironheart, what we were doing with Mephisto, I kind of sat there being like, I'm kind of a lot more invested in this than I am in what we're building towards into Doctor Doom. And I think if you even look at like the first ever Marvel project of Phase 4, which was WandaVision, where it's like, what is grief? And this narrative around that and these characters, if it comes to WandaVision, Spider-Man, Guardians 3, Thunderbolts, Ironheart, Shang-Chi, even in a very specific way, it's all been about grief. And I think having a character that can feed on the grief, feed on your vulnerabilities and what people want, and trading what are characters willing to trade for the loss of blank is fascinating, especially a team that doesn't really know each other, that doesn't have a deep bond, who aren't really a team yet. So I think them coming together, trying to found some kind of formation, but not knowing who each other are yet, what our vulnerabilities, what our interests are, what each other has lost, is a fascinating concept. So it would be a Mephisto versus the New Avengers, if you will, which isn't the same New Avengers as Thunderbolts. You know, we are gathering characters like
This whole
Spider-Man.
concept sounds a lot like Thunderbolts.
It is kind of, but it's an extension of that. It's like it's an extension of that. Like you're taking where you leave them and all these separate teams. It's like, okay, now we have to deal with what's going on up there. Like we have kind of worked through our shit, but not really. We haven't actually made big grounds on that. And you would take a lot of these new characters that we've introduced within this phase, and a lot of the old ones as well. You know, characters like Hulk and Thor are also very much dealing with their trauma. Hawkeye's still dealing with trauma with everything, and I think is a good following point from Endgame as well, where like that's an event where like characters lost so much, and like how do you follow that, but also not in a way that feels too big, right? Because I feel like going from Endgame straight to Doomsday, it's like, well, that's just another huge, massive event. I feel like this can be a big event, but also less world-ending and more personal, I guess is what I'd say. Do you have anything to add on that, Connor?
Yes, and I'm going to use this opportunity to try and build a roster off of that whole thing.
Perfect.
All right, so I think, of course, it's got to be Sam Wilson captaining the team, and he's a very interesting perspective in all this because he's the one guy who's dealt with grief, but like he's the best person to help get everyone else through it, given his time as a social worker and a grief counselor.
Yeah,
and also like he's the one guy who's had grief and has basically gotten over it. Like he's the best person to like bring everyone together and help guide people through their grief. What do you think about that, Daren?
I know I like it a lot. I like it a lot, yeah, because like especially coming out of like What If this last season, which like I have my issues with What If. I'm not gonna like lay that all out there, but like one of my favorite episode was the like Hulk and Sam episode where like he's able to be like, listen, like I know you're dealing with something, like you can lean on me for this, and like how he's able to like I think that stuff is amazing with Sam.
And then the rest of the team is just basically all the Avengers who have just lost important people and are fucked up because of it. Obviously, I think the one person that I'm surprised didn't mention, Shuri.
Shuri, 100%. Yeah, Shuri needs to be there.
Shuri, Bruce, Thor, Shang-Chi, you said. Wanda, of course. I feel like Wanda would be kind of the
is
crux
she even
of that
alive,
movie
though?
where it's like she starts out like working with Mephisto, but the Avengers, mainly Sam and probably Clint, do break through to her.
Yeah. As like a wild card character, I think Matt Murdock would also be very fascinating. As just someone who is going through a lot of grief still and is having a trouble processing that would be very interesting as well.
Yelena too.
Yelena, all the Thunderbolts can go on there. I'd argue the Guardians, or at least some of the Guardians after what Rocket would be fascinating after kind of where we saw him.
He'd be fun to have back.
Yeah.
But the only people that I want on this team that don't really fit into all this are Ant-Man, Wasp, and She-Hulk.
Yeah.
But I feel like you still could do something with them. Like, do we ever see Jen's mom?
Yeah.
Oh, I think
season 1. Yeah.
And I know her dad's important.
Her whole family was there, I think, right?
Okay.
It's been a minute since I've seen.
Yes, like especially at the end, and like I'll dive more into like the Ant-Man thing that you kind of mentioned. I think he does fit in there. One of my favorite elements that I wanted them to dive into with Quantumania is the lost time. Yes, like he's grieving over that time he lost in Quantumania, and it was in all the trailers. I was like, oh, this is gonna be incredible. They skip right over it, and I think you could really dive into that. Like maybe Cassie's off to college, or she's off on her own thing, and she's grieving, and he's grieving that like I missed all that time with her. I'm grieving that. I think would be very fascinating.
Oh yeah, and I feel we forgot one. Spider-Man. No shit,
Spider-Man. Yes.
Oh, Spider-Man's lost so much.
She's like,
no.
Now instead of like May is dead. What if it's a reverse of One More Day, where instead of selling his marriage to Mary Jane to get back May, what if he trades away his memories of Aunt May to get MJ back? And so what do we call this movie? What do we call this movie, Daren?
I didn't even think of
it. We're gonna call it Avengers Mephisto's Monopoly. I don't know.
Devil May Care.
Yeah.
Mephisto's
Mayhem. There we go.
That's better.
That's much better.
I know you guys' eyes are, but She-Hulk to pander to me. But I do think there is actually like something to be said of like with her show also kind of deals with grief of she's grieving the loss of her normal life before
Yeah.
or having that this thrust upon her becoming She-Hulk. And also, like Daren Aaron said, like this that he particularly wants this to be their personal stakes, which is all of what Jen was trying to make a big deal about wanting in her finale was as her personal stakes.
Ant-Man is also relevant because he's grieving the loss of his relevancy now that they're moving away from Kang.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I would
he's
say
grieving
though,
his third movie and his cast. That's all retiring from acting.
Oh my God.
The only one who hasn't retired
with
basically is his
Ant-Man,
daughter.
with
Yeah,
Ant-Man, what I would do is like since and Michael Douglas is has said he's not planning on coming back anymore for or have that it's revealed at the beginning of the film that that Hank Pym has passed away and that can be where Ant-Man gets grief from.
Mhm.
Yeah. Logan and Tanner.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, okay. I promise you this was not meant to be pandering. It's gonna come across very much as pandering.
oh no,
It is, but it's
But
not.
it's
Like
not.
it's just the
Okay.
the
It's
villain
the
came
story
to
we
me.
thought of because we thought it worked. So, I like your overall theme of grief. That's really good. That's strong. I want to use something slightly tangentially related and shift focus from grief to fear. That is like the overarching theme of our thing. When I first wanted to pitch this, because I knew I needed to have a really strong villain for this to make it work, because Marvel clearly doesn't. So I wanted to think of a villain that I could use and then work the story around that villain. And the
Didn't I come
villain
up
that
with
we
the
came,
villain?
huh?
Or it doesn't matter. I was gonna say, didn't I come up with the villain? But
Might
it's
have. I don't
we
know.
both thought
We
of
did it together.
Yeah.
The villain that we settled on was the leader.
Oh,
So which leads to a very Hulk-centric
Interesting.
Avengers movie.
Leads.
oh my god.
interesting. When
Yeah,
you
which
said
is,
it was
again,
gonna be
it-
about fear, I was thinking like you were thinking of Nightmare as the villain.
Nightmare would be
Grim
cool
Reaper.
too.
Yeah.
But you'll see
We
how fear
wanted to
comes
go
up
with
into.
kind of the kind of like how in like the leader was the main villain of Captain America's latest movie, and then they bring it
Yeah.
into the Avengers, kind of like how Loki was the villain of Thor's first movie and then was the villain of the Avengers. Wanted to kind of bring back to that phase one kind of vibe a
Yeah.
little bit.
So, because we liked the idea of him having a connection to Hulk because we wanted to do some work with Hulk, and we also liked that he has a connection to Captain America. And Captain America is obviously going to be in this movie.
He's
It's
the
an
lead.
Avengers movie. You're not going to do one without Captain America. So we thought that would be a good way to bring it in together. And we're building our Avengers roster partially on people that Captain America is recruiting just in general, and then partially on characters that he's going to specifically seek out for the specific problem that the leader is causing. So,
Mhm.
as he often does, the leader wants to tarnish the Hulk's reputation. That is his motivation for this movie, but he's stuck on the raft. So he is working, he is trying to do experiments with gamma radiation in order to just progress his brain even farther than it is right now. Because that seems to be like a general thing that the leader often wants to do is become smarter. So, and Tanner, while I'm explaining this, if you could like backburner, think of a name for this.
I've been trying to think of something.
Yeah. So, and also Tanner, I've adjusted something slightly from what we talked about
Okay.
before, but it's not much. So Captain America, so he's trying to experiment with gamma, but he's not really able to do that super well in jail. So he's using his already like super advanced brain to manipulate people like guards and inmates and other people who have a little bit more freedom than he does while being in jail to work on his experiments for him. So he's working through them and then he's like telling them do this and do this and then so that's how he's working on this, but he's experimenting with gamma and it is giving him the effect he wants. He's getting smarter, he's getting more disfigured, he's getting more inhuman looking. But tangentially, it's affecting anybody else who is affected with gamma. So Jennifer Walters is being affected, but she's not being affected to the degree that Bruce Banner is. And I'll explain that in a second. So because of all this, the Avengers, so Captain America's assembly team, right now he's got the Falcon, because that's obviously the next step. He's going to go to Ant-Man because they were close friends, or not close friends, but he saw the value in Ant-Man pretty early on. He's going to Shang-Chi and Captain Marvel. So those are like the main Avengers that he has right now.
Those two are
and
connected via Bruce Banner because
Yes.
yeah.
and also Wong. That's when I
Mhm.
added Tanner Wong. So
Cool.
those are like the
We
Avengers
talked
that
about that
he's.
before anyway.
Yeah, we did. He's working with those Avengers right now, but he's going to have to expand his team once he this happens. So the Avengers notice. Oh, and the Hulk. The Hulk is on the team too. At this point, Banner is there. He starts to notice that Hulk, currently a smart Hulk, is starting to act up a little bit. Banner is losing control of himself and he's starting to rampage a little bit more, but not like full on yet. So he's getting concerned about this. So he turns to some different people who he thinks can help. The first thought is Jen, because she is going through something serious. She like comes to them, similar, not serious. She comes to them for help and guidance with that because she knows that she needs to talk to her cousin to see if he's being affected like this too. But she's able to deal with it a little bit more. It's not affecting her as much, but it's enough to concern her. So then the Avengers turn to people who they know are like smart and have resources that they can help. So they turn to Shuri, Black Panther, because obviously she has plenty of resources to be able to look into this. They want to go to Hank, but because Hank Pym, but because of like him retiring, they probably won't be successful in contacting Hank. Who else? I had other ones. Where are they? One sec. They go to Thor because Thor was pretty close friends with Hulk.
Yeah.
So he might be able to get an insight from like more of a mental thing rather than like a scientific way. Maybe he can get through to him. And they turn to Spider-Man. Spider-Man happens to be in the area during one of Hulk's rampages, and he helps take him down pretty quickly. And he like uses like a scientific minded way, like an approach to taking care of him. So they realize, oh wow, this kid's pretty smart. We should bring him on. And he doesn't take off his mask because of that. So then our full team ends up being Captain America, Ant-Man, the Falcon, She-Hulk, Black Panther, Spider-Man, Thor, Wong, Hulk, Captain Marvel, Shang-Chi. So it's a pretty big roster of people, but they all have one reason or another to be there. So, okay, now let's go back to, because I wrote this in a paragraph and I've gone out of order, so I'm trying to figure out where I was. Okay, so the leader is manipulating people in order to do these experiments. In their research, the Avengers research, they discover that the reason that the Hulk is being so much stronger affected than She-Hulk is because twist, the smart Hulk form is actually the least stable the Hulk has ever been because Banner is repressing the Hulk and essentially using him for his strength while keeping himself in control. And the Hulk has been silently like not super thrilled about this, but this gamma is giving him more power to fight back against it. So the Hulk is starting to come out and they're trying to figure out what they need to do to stop this because this is putting people at danger. They're based in New York City, and that could cause casualties. And they want before it happens, even though the Hulk has been rampaging a little bit more. So what happens is that whatchamacallit, they come to the decision that the best way to fix this problem would be to physically separate Bruce Banner and the Hulk. Like they think that this is the only way they can calm the Hulk, like save Banner's life, and then Banner can help them figure out how to address the Hulk problem. This doesn't end up working in their experiments, but they end up just essentially reverting Hulk back to what he was before. Not reverting, but like he's now again multiple personalities fighting for control. That's the best compromise that they could do. But in the then the leader working back into it, he manipulates the Hulk into essentially breaking him out of jail. So, and he's framing it in a way that makes the Hulk look bad and him look good because this entire time he's been manipulating these people to do his research, but he's also presenting himself as if he's a model prisoner. He's being good, he's behaving, and then suddenly the Hulk breaks in, grabs him, and kidnaps him essentially. So it's tarnishing the Hulk's reputation and putting fear into the people that the Hulk has gone crazy and he's back to being a monster and they shouldn't trust him anymore. So the whole concept of the fear of the Hulk physically, Banner's inner fear of being perceived as a monster, and then eventually they get to the point. So Leader's now out of jail and he's working on his experiments like hands-on now finally, which is causing him to become more green, bigger head, more swollen, like, and a lot smarter. And then in his final act, he like supercharges the Hulk essentially and sends him onto a rampage to finally put the final nail in the coffin and make everyone see Hulk for the monster that he believes that the Hulk is. So the Avengers end up, this big team is going to be helpful for this. They end up splitting into two teams. one team that has to go stop the Hulk and one team that has to go stop the leader. And one small detail is that the leader is still working with these people he's manipulated, but because he's hands-on, he's able to experiment more on them specifically. He ends up turning them into smaller, essentially gamma monsters like the Hulk, but like not as strong and like
Not as big.
instead of being like a bunch of like full-sized Hulks, it's a lot of smaller Hulks, like essentially one Hulk divided into a group of people. So that's what one team of the Avengers has to deal with, and then the other team of the Avengers have to go stop the Hulk. I've not decided which Avengers are going to be on which team, but eventually they are going to
Calm the Hulk
calm
down.
the Hulk down. He's going to be back to being like Savage Hulk in a way, but it's not going to be. I don't know where I was going with that. He's going to basically be Savage Hulk again because that's what a lot of people wanted to mention that before in our Totally Awesome Hulk pitch. He would not be involved in this. I wish he would. It'd be really fun, but I don't think he really has a place in here. And then the other team is going to take out those Hulks. They're going to cure them, and they're going to, but not in the way that they could cure the Hulk, obviously, because we can't cure the Hulk. But he's going to they're going to figure out, because it's basically one Hulk's level of gamma spread across people. It's easier to target
Remove all
the
the
gamma
gamma.
in their system and eliminate it so they're safe. But Hulk has too much. He's not able to be cured. And then by the end of it, the leader is going to be taken back to jail, but this time put into solitary confinement where he has very minimal, if none, human interaction so that he can't pull this kind of thing again. So that is our story.
And it's called Avengers Gamma War.
Good one.
All right.
Good
Nice.
title.
Took me a while. I was thinking of it the whole
Aw.
time.
Do you have anything to add, Tanner?
No, you covered it pretty much.
Now, the leader is being affected by the gamma by gaining intelligence. Hulk is being affected by Hulk gaining more strength to try and break free. How is it affecting the other Hulks? Hulks with She-Hulk, Hulk, Red Hulk, Hulk, Abomination, and how is it affecting them? Since I'm assuming it would all affect each person differently.
Yeah, so in a way, they're starting to lose control of what, like, everybody is starting to lose control of what they gain from the Hulk, like the gamma radiation. So Leader is becoming smarter, but he's also losing his mind in a way, you know? So he's becoming smarter, but he's also becoming crazier.
He's losing his sanity.
Yes. I liked the phrasing of losing his mind because he's gaining his
Yeah.
mind, but he's also losing his mind.
Mhm.
The Hulk is getting angrier. She-Hulk is like starting to lose a little bit control of her emotions, so she's getting a little bit more emotional. But because their relationship, like her relationship with She-Hulk, is so strong, she's able to combat it pretty quickly and be relatively normal. I hadn't really thought about, but yeah, I should have included
The Red Hulk and the
Ross
Abomination.
in there because at least Ross, because he's there, like on the raft, he's probably involved in a way too.
Yeah.
I'd have to give that a little more thought.
Oh, he
but,
could
like,
be in the final battle.
Yeah, would he be? Which side would he be on?
He could be with.
I guess he would be against
the leader's
leader, so he would
side
be
once
begrudgingly working with the Avengers. He doesn't want to save the Hulk, but he will because he has to.
I don't know if he's got much of a say in this. I don't think he's got much of a personality at this point when he's doing this. I think he's like completely Savage Hulk. He's just doing whatever the leader's telling him.
Okay, yeah.
And then when he comes
cool.
back, and then when they come down from it, then he can gain more of his personality from the comics.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, Red Hulk would be with the leader then, I guess. Yeah,
and maybe the addition of more gamma radiation for him would give him his like heat power because
even stronger. He can actually go on fire.
It's heat in the comics.
Yeah, so
'cause
that
he had
he
a
would
little
become
bit of
more
that,
hot-headed,
but
I
yeah.
guess. Yeah. Blonsky, I don't know what. I can't remember where he ended up.
He went back to
Wong
jail to
took
serve
him
out his sentence.
Yeah, Wong broke
Wong
him out
took him
again.
You're right.
To watch TV. Okay,
so
yeah. So he might be like he might have like a small role just because Wong is in the movie. But also because it is Gamma, they might consult him. He might, yeah.
I would say for him, it's just like with Hulk, he's just even though after all, he has like tried to get more control over the Abomination and become more of a level-headed person, and he's kind of losing that and becoming.
He might
more
be a
like
good
his...
like a second act kind of fight, like for them to have to calm him down, and like they can use that as a way to try and figure out how they're going to be able to contain the Hulk later. Like maybe they build like like in the first Avengers movie where they had the specific like cage made for the Hulk. Maybe they build something like that, and that's what they trap the Abomination in, and then they realize, okay, we're gonna have to up this for the Hulk, but this worked, so we can work on that.
All right. This is a really hard one because I really like both of you guys' pitches for the Avengers film. I think I'm gonna go with the Daren and Connor's Mephisto one. I love this grief angle a lot. No, but I do but I also really like the Gamma Warriors.
Both are very good. Yeah.
So
Strong stuff, Slavens.
so that means our winners today are Connor and Daren, and with 130 points and odds, while Logan and Tanner had 70 points.
Oh,
I don't know how we pulled it off because we had nothing at the start.
we started weak, but we locked in.
We started with 0 answers.
But,
We locked in, Daren. We locked in.
but
Very
great
good game,
8
fellas. Very
answers,
good game.
everyone. And I
They
really
cheated
enjoyed
multiple
doing this.
times and they won anyway. You cheat, like seriously, one of your things you didn't even do the prompt.
That's crazy.
You cheated and you won. That's
We did. Wait, we won
BS.
that one?
Yes, you did.
Well-
Your school panda won.
I mean, even if we
That is true. That is true.
You're
Yeah,
gonna-
If
they
they
cheated
didn't
and they
win that,
won,
they would-
and then they won the whole
even
thing.
if
This
they
is-
lost
yeah,
that
we
one, they
pandered
would
like
have still
crazy
won
towards
the
the
whole
end,
thing.
like unintentionally, but still.
Even
I
if
thought
they
we had it
lost
in
the
the
Kung
bag
Fu
with the
Panda, they would have
Hulk-centric
still.
Avengers movie when we're dealing with Smash trivia, John.
Look, I guess much
how
like
about
our
this?
Quicksilver and SpongeBob shirt.
And we
your
also
plot
had like a
was,
full plot planned.
full
Like
of
they just had
holes.
like the concept. They didn't have a story.
All right,
That is
Logan.
true.
Let's.
We
It's
could
all
write a
about
good.
script
this.
based on this idea.
Dude, it's all good.
We will.
I'm joking.
Good game, guys. Good game.
I'm gonna do this. We're going to for the cheating. We will redact some
You
points.
don't
from,
need to do that. That's
Daren,
fine. I'm just
it's
joking.
Logan's
Connor.
being
No,
a
no,
jerk.
no,
I'm
no.
just
It's
being a
okay.
sore
We can
loser.
get rid of those
We-
10 for the Kung Fu Panda question. That's
well, I was
fine.
going to say
It wasn't literally. It
it's
wasn't
like-
intentional cheating. It
we're
was
going
just
to-
accidental.
We'll remove 30 points from them for cheating, and then add 30 points to Logan and Tanner, and then you both have 100 points.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm cool with letting them have this.
No, I'm just joking.
Yeah.
I was just happy with our Avengers pitch and the fact that it lost on the Hulk
You
show.
guys
It's-
put a lot of work in it, so very good job.
You did really good with that. I just like I really did like the grief angle. Well, and I also was like I can't just let let my the pandering and go.
Except for with the Agents of Smash, of
constantly.
course.
Yeah, you did it with the Agents of
Yeah.
Smash, but not for the Hulk movie. It's a Hulk movie. We made you a Hulk movie. You're welcome.
Some things are worth more than others, Logan.
Yeah, the Hulk movie's better than Agents of Smash, but like How to Train Your Dragon.
To be fair, you also had a Hulk in your pitch for that one.
Yeah, but it wasn't just taking something that was done already
I
and
just
then doing it in
took-
live
I-
action.
It's just a live action reboot, yeah.
You're doing a live action
You
reboot of
said-
Hulk of the Agents of Smash.
If I had
That's
if
funny.
I had gone with the Gamma War, you know they would not let live down me just giving the pandering choice to win.
You should have done it. It was a good pitch.
it was a great.
It was one of my
pitch.
better film pitches, and I went to film school. I made a movie based on one of my pitches, but no, this is a better one than that. Even that was yeah.
Thank you guys,
Giving you the good
for
stuff.
doing.
Nothing.
Yeah,
okay, that was fun.
I really enjoyed this.
That was really fun. Yeah.
This was great. Now how I'll let you guys all guys talk a bit about where people can find you and what you got going on. So all right. Let's start with Connor.
All right, thank you. Because I think I have the most to actually what's the word? Push or whatever.
Promote, yeah.
Promote. Yes, thank you. Right now I'm currently starring and writing for 9 to 8 Productions, Captain America: The Star-Spangled Man, an audio drama about Captain America's event during World War II that's available on YouTube and Spotify.
Very nice.
Is that it?
All right.
Yeah, the other stuff I'm working on isn't out yet.
No.
He's the most, and he
Alright,
said one
and
thing.
Next, we
Oh,
got
that's
next.
I was thinking about stuff that hadn't come out yet. That's my mistake.
Fair. Oh yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Hmm.
Oh yeah,
And,
we're in one of those together.
Yeah, we're in that. I keep forgetting about that. Like I'm behind.
You gotta do that soon, bro.
Yeah. Oh well.
All right, Logan. And
Oh, me next?
yes.
Oh, yeah. Hi. So I'm on Twitter. That's my main social media platform. As I think we said at the beginning. I'll go on Instagram and follow at Nostalgia Bait Short Film. That's a short film that my brother and I made. It's completed now, but we haven't released it yet. We're figuring out that with like festivals and stuff. It's a really good film. It's about a puppet who has to decide if he wants to give into nostalgia or keep his integrity. It's a commentary on the
Film
climate of
industry and
reboots
television
and stuff in
industry.
Hollywood. It's really fun. I'm also working on way too many stop motion things. One of which I just wrote recently, and it's probably going to take priority over everything else because it's a lot shorter. Yeah, so that'll be out around hopefully Christmas time, so that we got some time. Yeah,
Okay.
that's about it.
Nice. All right. Daren.
Yeah, you can find me mainly over on Daren Sanctuary over on YouTube. We do a podcast every Monday and Thursday. I run the Pipeline podcast. I've had many of you on episodes, some multiple, John, Logan, and Tanner. So you can find us chatting with the various amount of you over there. And the YouTubes and Twitter, and, the TikToks and all the jazz, you can find me. Yeah, that's basically it.
All right. All right. And finally, Tanner.
All right. Well, basically, same film as Logan, Nostalgia Bait on Instagram. I also have my own account, Tanner_Slavin on Twitter. Yeah, that's the main places you can really find me.
All right. Well, again, thank you all for joining for this. This was awesome.
This is fun, yeah. I'd do it again if we ever did it.
I'm sorry that Ari that you weren't able to get that win in Logan and Tanner, but
Yeah, it's fine. I'm not salty.
You are, but you'll get
No, I'm
over
very
it.
salty. Yeah, no,
no,
I made a
no,
Hulk
you're-
Avengers movie and it lost. I'm
no. Well,
lost the
one last
Thunderbolts
thing
2.0.
before I end this off, I want to ask what did you guys think of this concept for a game show?
I think it was very interesting.
It's
Yeah.
fun.
Very fun. Yeah.
It was
If I was
great.
to-
Ooh,
Choice is a fun name.
I had an idea. Ooh, what if I
Uh-oh.
at some point were to take clips from this and animate it with different like superheroes in our places?
Nice.
That would be fun.
Fun.
That'd be fun.
Yeah,
Yeah, at some point you guys should like DM me and tell me what character you'd want representing you.
Oh my gosh.
I'm Deadpool.
Nice. Nice. Would you
What's
guys
a cheating
I-
superhero?
if I ever if I ever decide to do this again, would you guys want I just want to do it again sometime?
Yeah,
Oh,
As
yeah.
long as the
Absolutely.
timing works
Yeah.
out for sure.
Come back.
All right. All right.
They need a rematch, I don't know.
yeah. I'm gonna make everything like super pandery to the point where you can't deny it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
everyone's gonna
It's just
pander.
all
Go
gonna be
the
the
other
Hulk.
direction. I'm gonna, yeah.
I'm gonna just do my own thing.
Oh yeah. Four
Pander
different
my
teams.
pander myself.
Oh yeah, what if next time it's not teams and it's like a 1v1v1v1?
Yeah.
Ooh, that would
Alright.
be
Yeah,
interesting.
that could be interesting. All right. So thank you everyone for listening though. And if you like this game analysis, please give a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or 5-star rating on Spotify. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the episodes, so please let me know. If you'd like to listen more from me, please subscribe. Many more game analysis from me coming, so keep on lookout. Again, and just like I'd say in every episode of the past few weeks, I do have another podcast out now that I'll call Creepy and Kooky, a Wednesday Adams podcast, where myself and my friend Lilith the Librarian review the Wednesday TV show on Netflix, and we'll also be in October doing some other Adams Family stuff so make sure to check that out. This again and is your host Smashy John signing off.